welcome to Back Pocket.
I'm going to speak in an
That is Apotheosis from Journey.
That is Apotheosis from Journey.
Oh my
Well done.
God. Wow, that was so fucking nerdy, dude. Excuse me, there's Apotheosis from Journey.
Okay, yeah, I'll just, yeah.
Yeah, I'll come over now.
No.
Wait, get back here.
No.
Get back here.
No.
Is that a cock?
I can't remember the last Rareware game that has day in it.
Oh, Conker's Bad Fur Daisy.
It is Conker's.
Peter got me there. Peter got me there.
That's what I do.
All right, here we go. We got a few more.
Our name abbreviates to GICTHOCEOMOTLYCFDICAN.
I thought that was Welsh.
Coastal, you, my friend, are going to be playing this individual, and C and Peter.
It might be saying to me that this is a Nintendo game. Kirby and... Alright, yep.
So I guess it's time for us to play Name My Cousin! The way you play the game is you name my cousins!
Oh my God, I was hoping we would get this game.
The Church of Pockety is now in session.
Fuck me.
Everybody, please bow your heads and get ready for the hymn.
What did you chat?
Into a half-demon society. Blessed be the blue patch. All hail Pockety.
No! No!
Back Pocket for Thursday, the 16th of February. Live from the Low Key Studios, starring Gus Ronald, who, despite having a perfectly good house to live in, chooses to sleep in a tent on his car.
Oh, man!
Also starring Peter Burns, who admitted live on Twitch that he loves a bargain more than me.
I think that's fair enough.
Will Yates, who got so drunk last night he lost his glasses and didn't turn up to work till 3 p.m. What a hero! And Josh Swift, a man so efficient he has automated this whole show, rendering his job redundant. I'm so sorry, Josh, you're fired. We're going to hire your brother, who is sitting just behind you, I believe. Hi, Josh's brother! Yay! And me! I'm also here too. Hi, Stephanie Bendixson. Welcome to the show!
Nice.
Oh my gosh, we're so glad to have you here.
So wait, you don't write anything embarrassing about yourself?
No, that's for someone else to do.
Okay, so when I get to do the intro next week, I get to write.
Yeah.
You can say
embarrassing
whatever
stuff
you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will remember that. Gus remembers this.
Gus will remember that.
Yeah.
You can make like a snide remark about whatever that hairdo
tent
is.
thing.
This
I complimented her hair before.
It is cool.
I said Baby Spice called and...
Baby Spice.
Well, I always do the same hair up thing of just one little top
know.
knot. So I thought,
Two little top
two little
knots.
top knots.
Tune in next week.
It's very exciting.
Peter also spilled beer on the front of his shirt.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
if you
feel
can
like
still
we
see
should
it.
probably...
No, that's perfectly hidden behind that.
important to draw attention to the elephant in the room,
I'm
which
a
is
klutz.
We thought
But
we'd change things
in my
up this year.
defense,
Peter
yeah.
will be the beer spilling klutz this year.
The Halo mug is still around though. So.
today on the show, we are going to do a little bit of news.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Tiny little bit.
We're going to talk about some games that we played.
Yep.
We're going to play some more games in a sort of new segment.
It's a very new segment.
Very new. Some of us worked really hard at making it.
Oh, yeah. All right. And then we are going to wrap things up with Pocket League, which I think is going to get a little bit spicy.
Let's go.
Good.
Am I going first this year?
Let's go.
You
you are
lost?
because you lost hard last year. Remember how
All right,
bad you did
fucking-
last year?
But Martha is Dead, I think, was the
No,
winner.
no,
of
we're moving on.
2022.
We're moving on. It's done. Although, I don't know if we'll talk about it when we get to the segment. I saw some rogue game names, and I'm just like, I feel like picking My Martha is Dead, my game no one has heard of, that then I have to be forced to play and like champion. So I've got one in the list as well.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Sons of the Forest.
I feel like I've got like one dumb thing on my list, but because I like tanked so hard
How
last
big is your
year,
list?
Well, we have to.
I've put like 15 games on there to
Okay.
account for the
That's
fact
probably
that
safe.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
safe.
The top 5, it's like they're all gonna go, and then they're not gonna make it on my thing. So
Yeah.
You might get lucky.
So, how is everyone?
Really? We're going there? Sure. How is everyone after the holidays? This is the weird thing back at school where you have to like show and tell and talk about what you did.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So my tent. I was like...
Please tell us more. I mean, I think most of
we should start a
Tent
car
talk?
a car tent counter on the show.
How many times?
Yeah.
You'd bring up the car tent.
Sure.
I've already brought it up once for you. Does that count?
No.
Yeah. No.
No, it doesn't. That's not fair. I think you've built the context.
There was a
now
thread
on
in the
TikTok.
Discord.
Sure.
Yeah.
Chat at one point got a thread in the Discord going, and I posted photos of my car, and everyone blurred out my number plate. I'm like, that makes sense. I spent half the holidays in my rooftop tent. So not only at campsites, but also when I was
In your driveway.
staying with my family when they were like,
Nice.
the children who are like more important now need rooms. Gus, you can sleep on your car.
Yeah.
And I did, and it was a fucking delight.
Wow.
I had a great time.
I'm happy for you.
Nice.
I'm a little bit jealous at the. I was about to say your access to nature and freedom, but I was like,
You live in the.
yeah.
I have worked out a bit of a routine. I won't go through the whole thing, but it is scary pulling up to a campsite late at night. So now I play like the loudest pop music, and I open my doors as I set my campsite up.
No.
Nice.
And I start a fire quickly. Do you know the quickest way to start a fire?
You're that guy.
Yeah.
But that's how
I do.
every horror movie starts. Is the jock pulls up to the campsite with the music blaring,
Not
then he
playing
gets out.
Mbop.
He gets out with a keg and it's like, "What's up, guys? You ready to party?"
No, I'm one guy by myself playing Mbop or 100% Hits Volume 12.
Yeah.
And I have a bottle of metho, and I just go and
in that
instantly
case-
start a fire, and I'm good.
In that
Okay.
case, you're the guy that dies in the prologue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
totally.
you know,
You
he's
set the
driving
scene.
by
You Drew
himself and he's
Barrymoring
like
it.
I'm
whistling.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, straight out.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That checks.
Will, you met Paul Rudd?
I did meet Paul Rudd. That's right. He was lovely. And
At a premiere, we should.
Yeah, it wasn't. But I always consider it a meeting. It's a formal meeting.
Totally.
We say hello. He signs the object and he leaves.
He signs the object and he signs the object.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Did you
And it
end
was
it
your
or
left
did-
or right breast?
Both.
Nice.
It was very quick.
Across.
Yeah, straight across.
Yeah,
the,
yeah, good.
The trick is that, did you end the interaction or did he? Because he's on
Well,
the carpet.
yeah, but they've gotten really good. Because I've been to a few recently, and they've gotten good at like a good pace to get everyone, and no one feels like they're being left out, which is really nice.
Yeah, but it's such a power move to get him to sign it and then be like, you're clearly
You can
busy.
go
I'll
now.
let you go.
Yeah.
You just let Paul Rudd go.
I'm done with you. Yeah, it was good fun. And I saw John Mulaney on the weekend, but he was in a distance on a stage doing a show.
Fair
So not quite the same
yeah.
situation.
No.
But,
That's cool, though.
but that was really
He didn't
awesome.
sign
We were
any part
talking
of you.
before.
No.
Like, I don't go to a lot of stand-up, but I want to see more. And I feel like I just need to take the plunge and just buy
Yeah.
random tickets to stuff.
But that's when you
Yeah.
go to the intimate close stage stuff. The arena stuff's hit and miss because sometimes they're just down there really far away and you could be watching the DVD kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was very far away when I saw
But then
Michael Bublé, and that was a fucking show.
Fair enough. But you also
And
don't
he's
want,
just one guy on a
I
stage.
guess you don't want to be sitting underneath comedians as well. That's the
Because they
Yeah.
spit a lot.
because they spit a lot. John
Yeah.
Mulaney, big spitter.
Big
Filthy
Spitter.
spitters,
Big
aren't they?
flamball New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Oh man, spitting everywhere.
All of them.
Wow.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Wet lips.
How are you doing?
Yeah, all right.
It feels weird to ask you because we live together, but
I
I
know.
feel like you deserve your chance to tell everyone the most exciting thing that's happened in your life.
Do you know what it is? 'Cause yeah, okay. I'll think of something. It was nice to spend a lot of time with my sister over the holidays.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Up in the Hunter, because that's where she lives now, and it's super cool. She's found her place in the world. She's found a man.
It's near a lot of wine.
She's near a lot of wine, but she's built a little life for herself that it's really nice to see her like kicking goals. On
She
a
got any
personal
tips?
side. Because she's always just been like, she's just what?
She got any tips?
For kicking goals.
No, for getting your life sorted.
Oh, okay.
I heard it, then I was like,
No, well, okay.
has she got any
She's
tips?
not living in a tent.
She lives in a house with her wife.
Sleep in a large bed with my partner. Must be nice.
No, she's kicking goals and it's awesome, and I'm really happy for her. So that was my big takeaway from the holidays, was just like that she's doing well, which is exciting.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
She still has the same sibling relationship with Peter that she did when she was young, where she hugs him and then punches him really hard. It's awesome.
Interesting. My sister and I realized that we do not have a hugging relationship. We never have. We've gotten closer as we've gotten older. But I got a
That
text.
doesn't surprise me at all.
Okay, well,
I
wait.
bet you see your family and you all
all
nod
shake
politely
hands?
at each other. Yeah.
But my sister I got a message from a family friend saying my sister was helping them with something, and they wrote back a message saying, give her a big hug from me. So I walked up to her and just gave her this big hug, and she's like, what's happening? Why are you doing this? What's going on? I'm like, yep, it's so weird. That's not from me. That's from Kevin or whatever. And showed her the message. She's like, yep, that didn't feel like it was from you. So even I can't even fake affection to my family.
Can't even like be a conduit to a hug.
No.
She was like, something's horribly
Something's gone wrong.
Well, should we get started with the first segment?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Let's do it.
What is it?
It is called, a little bit of backup.
Ooh. A literal
right.
card there.
That was sexy.
A little bit of backup, a little Vegabus there as well.
Yep.
But this segment's not brought to us by Vegabus. It's brought to us by EvilSpyBoy.
Nice.
Obviously, EvilSpyBoy was a sponsor of the real backup, and now we're just getting a little taste of it in our Thursday show, a little smattering. EvilSpyBoy still supporting Food Bank Australia. So please, if you have any money to donate, head to foodbank.org.au or tasteofmultifish.com to find out more. And support like Evil Supply Boy.
Evil Supply Boy.
Supply Boy.
Well, helping to supply food.
Yeah.
Doing it in an evil way. Get on it.
Absolutely. Now, yeah, so
What is this?
The backup is our news segment, and we felt like we wanted to have a bit of that conversation on the Thursday show, particularly to just kind of get us warmed up for the week. Sure. Something positive that happened in the industry, or something interesting to us that happened in the industry that we can all have a little bit of a powwow about.
A little bit of a taste.
A little taste of.
But happy stuff. Kittens were found by firemen.
Yeah.
Happy
global
stuff.
conflicts kind of stuff.
Phil Spencer found a kitten.
Yeah.
But we can also...
Still gaming.
We also have an idea to do like longer form, like talk back topic stuff of the heavier,
Do we?
Media stuff. We should.
later as a separate segment later.
Oh, right now.
Right, yeah.
Not in this show or right now, but
No.
in future we will tackle the like hard hitting topics on our cool discussion video game show. But right now we're just going to talk about something chill.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about tonight that Returnal has come to PC today.
Right?
Housemark.
Sorry.
Come on. Housemark did their little tweet out and it was like, come on, it's coming.
Sure.
But I just want to talk to you guys about kind of the pipeline and the ports of PlayStation games to PC, which are becoming more and more common, and I love. But I guess first let's talk about Returnal and touch on if you guys played it, because I didn't really play it on PlayStation 5. I played it kind of the day it came out, and we did a stream of it. But I didn't dive back into it because I don't know, something about it at the time I didn't get into it, but I feel like I could now.
People went hard, and people got obsessed with it.
It was game of the year for a lot of people.
People did the first run and died and saw what the mechanic was, and that was me. Yeah. I saw what the mechanic was, probably had 2 runs, got to the boss at the end of the first thing and was like, cool, good work, Returnal. I see everything you're doing here. I take no more part in this. I walk away from it. But it was because...
I take no more part in
it was a bit cryptic, a bit too cryptic for my liking, I think. And I remember loving how it looked, loving the vagueness of it, but then mechanically, I couldn't get around that kind of bullet hell style, which I thought I would freaking love.
Yeah.
And
There was cool mystery to it. I liked the like house that you would stumble upon and the different sort of things that.
But that was the only thing, wasn't it? Again, says the person who never finished it.
Well, I was about to say, I'm sure there's like more things that unfold in the future biomes. I never got there. I feel like this game was never going to be for me because I don't love roguelikes and I don't love like loads of repetition, like punishment for not succeeding. But I did really enjoy the time I spent kind of trying to get better at it, and I found it like an intriguing game. But yeah, it was one of those things that when I played it, I was enjoying it, but as soon as I put it down, I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this, and then deep down I was like,
and especially because the whole thing was that it wouldn't save progress a lot of the time.
So they updated that, I believe, because a lot of people were like, hi, I'm a dad, and like as much as I want to be the hardcore gamer who just like plays this and
I
have a life that prevents me from being able to enjoy the game in that way.
Totally.
Yeah, so they worked out that problem pretty quickly.
That's right.
So all those kind of quality of life updates and stuff, I'm sure will come with the PC port. It'll be the latest version of the game.
Yep.
It's obviously not the first Sony game to come to PC. Obviously, the most recent thing that was a Sony kind of funded project, not a first-party game, but a Sony funded project that came across to PC, high profile, Death Stranding. Death Stranding kicking goals on PC.
Yeah. I don't know what you want from me. Seriously.
I just want you to be able to enjoy the fact that it's still
Death Stranding
doing well
guy.
again.
Like, of course I'm going to champion the game, but I guess, like, the platform exclusivity and where it's played doesn't really... I mean, like, I've fallen off the PC train in terms of, like, keeping mine upgraded. So it's like, I like that these are PlayStation exclusives, Returnal, Death Stranding, Days Gone, all those kind of ones. Yep. It's like, that's a reason for me to turn on my PS5.
Sorry, did you say Days Gone?
I did say Days Gone, Peter. Is that on PC?
It is.
Don't want to play it. I'm going to play it on my PlayStation. My point is that like there's not that many PlayStation games out at the moment. PlayStation 5 exclusives. Returnal was like one of the few. Was that Ratchet and Clank, Horizon, and it's like
the Spider-Man games as well, which were PS4 and then upgraded.
So like the move to PC is great, so more people can play it. But me personally, I'm like, no, that's why I have a PlayStation 5. So and I'm not going to upgrade my PC to the extent that you have. So I mean, great, more people can play it, but it's not. Great.
I mean, it's also
nice
good
for you
for
guys.
Sony.
Nice for you guys.
For me, like I initially was like, Sony said, I think in 2021, PlayStation games won't release on PC for at least a year, but live service titles could be day and date. So, they've acquired Bungie.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to like slow or kind of stagger releases of Bungie updates. I don't think it would make sense to.
People would rage.
Totally. But for me, I was like, a year, like that feels like an eternity. But like when I think about now, Returnal coming out, it doesn't feel like a stale game to me. It's not like I'm looking at Returnal and going, that thing came out a year ago. Like I wouldn't bother playing it on PC. I'm like, oh, cool. Now it's where I sit down and play games and it's more accessible. And they've seen heaps of success with that. With all the games that have come from Sony across to PC, going from like in terms of US sales, some of them sitting down in the hundreds, way back up into the top 10 like best-selling games in the US on a monthly basis. So
Death Stranding back on top.
Yeah, like it did. It got a real boost. The Spider-Man games like got a huge. The Spider-Man. And Miles Morales is on there as well. Just huge
and you
kind of spike.
Played the PC version.
One of the other things being a PC game is mods are a big thing. So there's a new way to play the games as well, which is quite cool.
Point.
Yeah. And I've enjoyed Spidey. I didn't play with the remastered Last of Us because it's kind of like I'm excited to see that on PC because that's not hit yet. And I'm enjoying an ultra wide monitor, so seeing those cinematic games in that ratio is also a really cool experience. So,
totally.
Similar, you could watch Death Stranding as a film.
Think of all the nothing I'm missing in my ultra-wide screen. And you just did upgrade. You've got a beefy rig now.
Totally, so it's great to see the games running in their full specs.
You've got a beefy rig.
I've got a beefy rig.
You got a beefy rig now, don't you?
Will Yates beefy rig 2023.
It's going in his intro next week.
Damn.
I mean, we won't linger on it more, but I'm sure we're going to see more and more of PlayStation putting their titles out.
They're still picking and choosing that 1 year thing. They're still picking and choosing which games they are. They're Sony first party exclusives or not? Even...
Well, it's like things like the Quantic Dream titles, that game company titles are on PC. Death Stranding, Neo 2. Yeah. Okay. So it's not just first party stuff. It's stuff that they had probably published or invested heavily in. Yeah. That is kind of getting past whatever contractual obligation it had exclusive window to Sony platforms and is going out there. But they PlayStation acquired Nixxes, the porting studio, in 2021 as well. So they work on Spider-Man remasters and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like there's a pipeline.
There's a quality control on those ports as well. That's the important thing as well, which is smart.
I think part of your question was like they're not going to do it for everything, but at kind of this point they are, because there's like 5 PlayStation 5 exclusive games. They're all going to come eventually. It's just a matter of time, basically.
Totally.
So
I feel like the only thing that bothers me is, because I'm bad at console shooters, is any kind of game that maybe like multiplayer console shooters are the kinds of things that I would want to play on PC maybe. But otherwise, I quite enjoy the opportunity to play something on console when it's a big open world RPG or something like that. It's
I would say that's the strangest element, is that it still feels best to play PlayStation games with a PlayStation controller. Yeah. It's difficult for a lot of the first party. Like,
can you mouse and keyboard Spidey?
You can, and it just doesn't work.
Oh, totally.
It's definitely it's the games are still made for the controller.
Returnal would be fantastic with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the precision. That was the thing I think I struggled with a bit. It was because it was the bullet hell shooter. All the enemies were like those sort of tendril creatures that all zipped around, and you had to have really good precise ammo and dodging. So maybe that actually would benefit from that.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't even think about that.
I'll just go and borrow.
Maybe I'll be amazing at Returnal when it comes out on PC.
There you go.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, no, totally, you will. You're a mouse and keyboard shooter now. It will make more sense to you, I think. She didn't believe it. But little segue into while we're on
You
PlayStation
love your little
stuff.
pad now.
I got a pad.
Well, I think you'll find. According to, we've all got little pads now. By the way, we never brought that up.
You need
I
some
think you'll
dad
find mine's a
glasses that
beefy
you
pad.
can.
Sorry,
that
Will's
you
got a
can
beefy
put-
pad,
the bridge.
and we've all got little pads.
Yes.
Apparently, there's a cursor on the screen behind us. Can you see it?
It's
Will,
it's on
lean
the.
to your.
No, he's
On this one?
Nah, it's nonsense.
Nah.
Nonsense.
been trolled.
Being trolled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've just been talking about
Checked pad.
Returnal coming to PC, but totally coincidentally, PlayStation, with their PlayStation Plus deals, have decided to sponsor us tonight.
Hey.
So thank you very much to Sony and PlayStation, because the PlayStation Plus Festival of Play is happening right now.
A full festival?
It's
you
a
say?
whole festival. It's a 10-day bonanza.
Wait, hang on. Is it a festival or a bonanza?
A festival can be bonanza.
Yeah.
But
If it goes for 10 days.
Bonanza gives me like cowboy
Yeah.
yeehaw vibes.
Yeah, I reckon you could wear a cowboy hat and play your PlayStation.
At a festival?
Why not? The PlayStation Plus Festival of Play is running for 10 days. Special activities to enjoy all the way up until the 24th of Feb.
Walk me
it's
through the
going on a month.
festival, Peter.
Well, I'll talk you through some of like the tents.
Take me
around
down the
festival.
festival
Yeah,
and show
I'll
me.
take you
I've
through-
got a.
Are they going to
But
sell
they're
those?
but I'll say they're all main stages.
Oh,
There's no
right.
sideshow at this festival.
Are they going to sell those hot dogs that have the batter on
Dagwood
them?
dog?
Yeah.
I've got a churro.
Okay,
In this
you
scenario.
bring your churro across to the AAA title, Horizon Forbidden West, coming across to the extra and deluxe game catalog. So if you're at the PlayStation Plus extra or deluxe level, Horizon Forbidden West is coming out. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's live from the 21st of Feb. There's a trial. Your question for your Dagwood dogs?
No, I would like to know where to take my Gosleme.
You can take your Gozlemi to God of War Ragnarok. There's a trial for God of War Ragnarok, and that's a limited time trial with PlayStation Plus Deluxe. But it's a trial, but it comes with the coolest feature that we've seen in trials, which is
A father figure.
a father figure.
Bling, bling, bling. Single tear.
No, it comes with any progress that you make in the trial. If you buy the
cool.
game, it carries across, which is always,
good.
You don't want to spend 2
We
hours.
pioneered
digging
that
into
shit.
a-
We didn't pioneer.
We pioneered. I think
we pioneered that.
No,
I
I
think.
think we can claim that we can.
Yeah.
This absolutely is an ad, Micah Kilby. This is a sponsored segment by PlayStation.
Where do you think we got our
Thank you.
pads? Not from there.
Actually, Ben, can you put ad in the title of the stream right now? Probably should have done that.
Yeah.
This is just this segment. There's a free weekend for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 for multiplayer this coming weekend, 18th and 19th of Feb. So access to all of the online features.
Yep.
If you've got FIFA or something, you can jump online
Bit of COD.
and play. If you've got a bit of COD, you can jump online and play some COD without a PlayStation Plus account. One of the other PlayStation Plus
I'm still at the festival in my head,
yeah.
so
Festival,
I got
yeah.
distracted about like
Follow
I feel
me over-
sick. I
follow
feel
me over
sick,
here.
mate. I ate
Follow
too
me
much.
over here.
I'm still here. I'm listening.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You with me as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Follow me over to the esports competition because there's competitions in FIFA 23, NBA 2K23, and Guilty Gear Strive, giving you an opportunity to win a 3-month PlayStation Plus membership voucher. And there's another competition which is like a quiz around PlayStation Plus, and if you answer the questions right, you also get into the draw to win some prizes as
sick.
well, which is awesome.
Oh.
But the
PlayStation
best
trivia.
thing, the best thing, because I don't understand it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know how this
will
works.
has been found at the festival. Can someone please report to the
We're at Lost and Found. We're at Lost and Found. We found Will, but we've also found double discounts.
What?
How do you double a discount?
That's not a thing.
Well, apparently it's a thing.
Okay.
You can grab special savings on titles like FIFA 23 and Gotham Knights, as well as some awesome add-on content for some of the biggest and best games around. 80% off.
Wow.
Some of this stuff is
double
80%
that.
off.
That's
no,
$160.
No, they're not paying you. No.
Nope.
It's already been pre-doubled by the time I said
40% off.
80.
Double
Got
that.
it.
Yeah.
Pre-doubled.
Yeah.
Pre-doubled.
Yeah.
So that's
It's a marketing technique. Just divide your discounts. And
You'll see that in the
tripled that
PlayStation
discount.
Store from today through
Nice.
to the start of March.
Would you say that PlayStation pioneered the double discount?
I would say that I reckon they have.
Nice.
I've never seen a double
enough to
discount.
do it yet.
No. It's impressive stuff. So thank you so much to PlayStation for
That is huge.
sponsoring our little show tonight. And we got a whole lot of show left, including one of our classic segs. What have we been playing?
Nice.
What have we all been playing?
Oh, look at the little thumbs.
Look at the thumbs
Check
go.
out the wrist action. Well, it doesn't have wrist, actually.
Don't
Come
say that.
on.
Don't say that. Come
They're
on.
so sweet.
I am very proud of that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought I need the pocket his fingers and to move on the controller. I'll just quickly animate it. I showed Will. He was blown away.
Yeah.
He was
It was
genuinely blown away. And it
Yeah.
takes a lot because you're
Yeah.
going to see more stuff later in the show that Will's done, and that blows me away. But what I did
Blows me away even
blows
more.
me away even more.
I love the competition that you two have to
Well,
make better stuff because we're reaping the benefits.
We potentially have, we filmed a competition of us doing special effects.
Yeah.
So it's going to go up on our socials.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna
you'll
go.
see the
That's
special
awesome.
effects later in the episode.
Yep,
So
very
Oh
exciting.
man, I love that.
Gus, it's been half an hour. What?
Car tent.
Will.
There's no special effect that BuriBuri is bringing us this segment.
Hey.
And we like to do fun things here for our patrons that help us make these segments.
Yeah.
And we've decided to bring you a weird legal fact or weird law.
It's a law.
From across
A
the
legal
world.
fact is law.
Well, you see, there's a script, and I read weird legal fact /law.
/law.
So I said both.
Okay, fair enough.
And this one is coming from Oklahoma. This one says, you can be arrested for making ugly faces at a dog. Now, I'll say...
A dog?
At a dog.
Dog.
What?
I
There's
mean,
not
and
really nice faces when you make it, because you're always... like, there's
What
no...
is that?
What? When you're, like, doing your cutesy, like, talk
So you're
to
saying
a
you're
dog.
making a cute
There's
noise,
no-
but the face is always ugly.
There's always
in
an
doing
ugly
that.
face when you're
Can
talking
you
to
do
a
an
dog.
ugly face that you would do to a dog?
That was
Can we
it.
get a close up of the
Yeah.
ugly face of the dog?
Does it?
Oh, look at that little schnauzer. Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I guess it's...
If I
You
was
know what I
okay,
mean?
I would
Ugly-
arrest you for
ugly-
that.
Ugly is subjective, so that,
Yeah,
I guess
that's
that is.
true.
I guess that is.
but you're saying the sentiment and the noise is affectionate, and the face
The face is
just
never
happens to
quite-
be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're
contorted
always
with
doing
adoration.
something.
Fair
Arrest him.
arrest that man.
So I get it. I mean, I get it. I think like you. It's probably something to do with don't taunt dogs because
Yeah.
they
Don't
could
be mean
attack
to
you.
animals. Make that the top law. Don't have to
Don't be
then
mean
break
to
the
make that the top law.
Snail
This
asks,
is federal law.
Snail asks an important question: who reports it, the dog or the owner?
Oh.
Well, that's a dumb question because dogs can't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they can do some Skippy-esque kind of like
What is it?
spinning
You're
around in
being-
circles and
Point a
then
dog could go.
Someo's making a face down a well?
yeah. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, BuriBuri.
Thank you,
BuriBuri.
BuriBuri. And thank you to the developers of a game that I've been playing. I'm going to kick us off.
Do it.
With kind of, I feel like one of the bigger games that has come out over the break, which is Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
Now,
Shadow dropped.
yeah, Shadow dropped.
When did Shadow dropping?
I
happen?
said
was
it
just
because
about
I've
to
only
ask.
just heard people
Yeah.
talking about it recently.
You
I'm like,
said that like that was a thing, and I was like, this is the first time I've heard
apparently
it.
it's a thing
It's a
now.
thing.
It's a
It's a
thing.
thing.
And
drop.
so is this. It's kind of a rhythm action-adventure game where you play as Kai here, who...
Chai?
Chai?
I thought it was
It's
chai.
chai, yeah.
It's
C-H-A-I,
chai?
Like the
yeah.
latte.
Like a tea.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
I will.
going, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I'll say why I forgot his name very soon. But you play as him in what is kind of to me like a Battle Age Lolita world of robots. People are upgrading themselves to try and take part in these events. The story is very like Saturday morning cartoon, and that translates to a lot of the game. Yeah, so rhythm game. So you're kind of pressing buttons on the beat to try and match the timing. There is a constant tune playing that you can kind of hear,
Yep.
but there's just so much going on in the game that can get a bit difficult. But yeah, rhythm-based games aren't my jam.
I have to say, I
Yeah,
like honestly, truly heard this like rhythmic sound coming from Peter's office, and I was like, I wouldn't imagine you would be this overt about it, but when I walked past to go to the bathroom, I was like. He was just like tapping his
Yeah.
foot.
Good.
And
Yeah.
the chair was
Good.
moving a bit as he was trying to get the
Yeah.
rhythm for the game. And I was
Yeah.
like, right, okay.
did you find the rhythm for the game? Did you find it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of tap into it. I think there's definitely a I think they've done a really good job. I haven't finished it. I've enjoyed the time that I've spent with
Yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush, but the thing that I find difficult about any kind of game like this, and I think that games like Guitar Hero and rhythm
Crypto
games that
Nectar
are a bit more simple. Even I'm not talking about crypto,
Like
Nectar,
actual
I'm talking-
musical.
like musical
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, okay, right.
They translate a little clearer to me because they're like that's all the UI is. That's all
Yes.
the interface
Yeah.
that I have to interact with is.
Totally.
Whereas this is still an action game, and while I'm learning combos and and it's really interesting, the combat system rewarding you for light heavy, but it might be light space heavy because you're and it's just a 4/4, but it's like I'm on the 1 2 4 to do a combination, and that stuff's cool, and I liked learning that.
Big butt coming.
But because of the art and because of the artifice of it being, well, it's not even artifice, it literally is a 3-dimensional action game. It's hard to always listen to the rhythm and not be caught up in the visual of it. And there are tools to help you. You can have on the screen the whole time a beat kind of bouncing in your face.
And even without that, you've got this little guy that's floating with you that is beating along with it all.
The cat in the ball kind of thing.
So there's actually a lot of tools in there to help you not look at the game and just think about the beat, but I find myself being torn between the two a bit too frequently for me to think this is perfection. But I do think it is brilliant, and I love it, and I love when I do a good combo. I hate being scored.
I
don't like S-tier stuff. Like, I don't need that. I still feel satisfied by landing stuff on the beat.
And the game, it gives you these beautiful A's and B's, but if your timing is off, it's like, I don't know, like a D. And it's like, come on, just one bit.
This game fucking slaps. I love it in every way. And the thing I love that I disagree with you about is that the way they've managed that rhythm or keeping the beat for your combo attacks, it's not punishing, and that's what I really like.
That's the good part.
It's punishing your score because you're lowering your score or your rating, but you're never a la Crypt of the Necrodancer, like, you miss a beat and everything drops, or you lose a combo, but you don't lose. You do more damage.
You do more damage. Well,
but you don't take damage, or you're not penalized in the way that can be really, unsatisfying to get hit with a penalty. So that's what I'm really happy about, and therefore I love chasing that S grade or S mark, kind of like Bayonetta style. It's like, no, I want to do well here, but if I don't do well, I still got through the battle and I get to move on. I don't think I'm the kind of person who goes back and tries to get a better score, but it's a nice motivator. And I really like that.
It reminds me a lot of that Metal Hellsinger game that I played that was like, it was a rhythm game, but it was also a shooter, and it was like, it wasn't just about shooting on the beat, but like you had to throw your grenade and account for the time that it takes to throw it, and include the reload as well. And it's so that thing where you get so used to just impulsively reloading when you need to, that to pause to reload at the right time was such a weird thing for my brain. I wonder if drummers would be particularly good at this, because that's such a full body rhythm thing.
Well, like, not that we're amazing guitarists, but maybe we are. It's interesting. Like, I feel like I've got rhythm when I'm playing a musical. It just doesn't. It never quite translates.
So I've only got soul.
Yeah, that's true. That's the issue.
You're a soulful boy.
And I think it's probably button input. There's always a millisecond delay.
They've got the whole,
and you can calibrate
stuff.
But there's zero latency in hitting a guitar string and hearing sound, except for the speed of sound.
Yes.
And that's pretty fast, man. Sound is really fast.
Fucking musician.
You're right. So I totally hear that. Even when you calibrate it, it's not.
There's something.
It's not perfect, but it's what a delight.
It's so good
to come out of nowhere.
Yeah. And it's short as well. It's about a 6-7 hour campaign.
So I played 4 hours, and then when you said that, I was like, oh, okay, I could knock this over in another night. I put it down since, but
and because of its like cartoon show nature, it's structured like an episodic.
The intro is so good.
Yeah.
Like the fact that not only are you doing the combat and sort of platforming in time, but you're even seeing it now. Like everything in the world is doing a little pulse, is doing a little action. The HUD, the UI, everything. It's like that, along with the intro that is just so charming. And for a really obnoxious character, I love that they've gone. Yeah, he's obnoxious and he's irritating, and you're gonna love that.
Did you find in those cutscenes where it jumps between being 2D flat cartoon animation to the 3D elements starting to come in, and then suddenly you're in the game? Excuse me, sorry. I know you often are against the melding of styles, and while they were artistically identical, obviously the dimensional aspect.
Oh, you mean the 2D platforming sections?
I'm talking about in the cutscenes. Like there's literally flat cutscene that suddenly has a 3-dimensional asset in it.
I think this is kind of like everything in the kitchen sink goes in this one. And so it's like, and that's not only in the art style, but it's also the story is like, there are these rebellious characters in this dystopian world where the robots are all silly. Like, And all the enemies. There's like how many bosses? There's like 6 or so.
Yeah.
And they're these like hilarious boss types with crazy personalities that have these tropey kind of it's basically like an anime or something. And so the fact that every font, every style, there is a point where you can put everything in and go, well, that's an aesthetic in itself.
It's like maximalism done well.
I've never heard that term.
Maximalism.
It's opposite of minimalism.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like
writes it down.
Maximus Esgaruth
Maximilianus
of Animorphs fame.
What have you been playing?
I want to hear
finish.
why you don't know the word chai.
I've gotten to a point. I'm very close to the end of the game where I'm just skipping cutscenes. I'm tired of hearing characters talk. So it's been a while since I've heard his
done with Joy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done with Joy.
Okay.
Can I segue from that?
Huh?
Because I got a lot of characters that I don't like listening to talk in the game I've been playing. But I've been playing a lot of it, and I'm fucking loving it. Fire Emblem Engage! And I say that because that's how all the characters bloody say it. This is the latest game in the Fire Emblem series, a series I love. A series I have played a lot of since Awakening, I think it was, on the 3DS.
Yeah,
and
that was like that made waves in the Good Game Office for sure.
It did, yeah. And I think a lot of people, it was their entrance into the series. For anyone who doesn't know, Fire Emblem is a top-down turn-based strategy game in which you lead a party of combatants across a board that is grid-based, and you've got different fighters, you've got healers, you've got this sort of triangle of strategy, which is axes to spears to swords, and it's kind of like a paper, scissors, rock vibe of who fights better over who. There's cover, there's allies, there's like grouping up, and there's all that kind of stuff. It's deep strategy. It appears to be deep strategy, and then sometimes you realize you were just moving units across a board, just ganging up on one at a time. But far out, it's satisfying. It always has been. The previous game in the series, Three Houses, went a bit of a different way, and a lot of people loved that game. That had a lot more of the RPG stuff, a lot of the downtime in between the battles. It was set in kind of Hogwarts school. There were 3 houses. You picked one. There was replayability. You had heaps of management to do in between that. You'd go back to the school. You'd talk to everyone. You'd take them all out to lunch.
Slowed things down a little bit.
Yeah, there was heaps more like dating sim element to it, because that's a huge part of these games as well. But for Engage, they've gone, stuff that. We're going to go back to what people fell in love with, which is the battles, which is the combat. So it is far more linear, both in the way the game's played and also in the narrative. My God, it is just 101. You are a deity who wakes up. You have amnesia. You are worshipped by all these people.
Amnesia?
Yeah.
Protagonist in a video game? What?
Your name is Lewis?
And you party up with all these people who just fucking love you, and they spend the whole time just being like, oh my God, you're the chosen one, and now we follow you. And it's just like, it's...
Oh, I like your anime voice. Oh my God.
It's like, there are cutscenes, but there's also just the usual dialogue, like boxes at the bottom. The nice thing is it is so linear that it's like, in between battles, you can just literally leave it on as a cartoon. And I'm just like, will sit on my phone while they have these stupid conversations that are all about, like, you're just going from point A to point B, and you meet a character, and then you beat them, and they're like, I guess I die now. And it's like, you should join us. And then they join you, and you move on to the next battle. Like, that is what it rinse and repeat boils down to. But that is what I love about it. There is a hub world you can go to that's far more succinct and small and shrunk down. It's a little castle in the clouds. A little Emblems reference for anyone there. And you basically can talk to people and upgrade stuff, but it's easy enough to play without. And then the final sort of mechanic that they've added is the rings. Donkeys. There is animal adoption.
Adopt a donkey?
You can adopt all the
10
animals.
out of 10. Holy
Can
hell.
you pat the donkeys? This is this weird downtime after a battle where you can run around and talk to people with very little actual effect on the game. It's just like, enjoy being in the world kind of thing. No, the rings are the main thing. You're collecting 11 rings, 12 emblem rings. Each ring is attached to a previous hero from the series. So there's a Marth ring, and there's a... I only
Name
know Marth.
one more.
I only know Marth. But I love how all the characters...
What's happening here?
Push-ups.
So matter of fact.
Really bad push-ups. Look how high her hips are. You should lower your hips when you do push-ups if you want to actually engage your core.
You need to protect your lower back.
That's fine. She's not. That's probably bad for your back.
Okay.
Anyway. So players can equip the rings, and then when you activate them, you'll get three of your turns. We'll have one of these sort of legends from the Fire Emblem series hovering over your shoulder like a ghost, giving you extra powers. that's as much as I care for that mechanic. There is more to it. You can swap the rings, upgrade them, make your own extra rings, all this kind of stuff. Essentially, it's just you've got boosting power for certain characters. And they're like, here comes Kilroy or something. And you're like, I don't know who you are, and I don't care. And you're in a cutscene.
I feel sad for Kilroy.
I don't even know if that's a name. It's Marth and
It could be. It could be.
And
I'm just still laughing at the way you said push-ups.
I play this like I read some fantasy books, which is like you misread the names and you just project your own kind of idea of who they are as you read on. And you're just like, that's my version of who that character is, even though they have all these silly cutscenes and stuff. Yeah. this is my friend. I'll have a Kai tea, please. God damn it. But I think a lot of reviews I've heard over the holidays when people were playing this were like, they love it, but they miss all the Three Houses stuff. I'm totally on the other side. I love that this has less of that, and it's far more easy to avoid, and just you play on it. There's an overworld map with just like, you've unlocked the next level. It's like Donkey Kong Country. It's like over here, next stage, next stage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good sense of progression.
Yeah.
Really straightforward. And then, like the old Fire Emblems, when you'd move on in this world map, old areas you'd finished are like, hey, there's a skirmish back there if you want to go back. And it's like, oh, cool. And then if you don't, it left. It moved somewhere else. So it's like, it has heaps of replayability. And that's what I think is the best fun about these games. It's just like, the battles can go for an hour. Like, the full stages go on. I've got permadeath turned on like I always have, so you lose someone, they're gone for good. However, there is a time crystal rewind mechanic that you can literally go back move by move.
I've seen that film.
And I think that's a bit of a cop-out, and I use it all the time. So I don't know if anyone else is playing this, if you can turn that off, or if it runs out, or if there are certain battles that they might turn it off.
You don't want to know about it.
But I don't want to know about
using
that, because I'm going to continue using it like some sort of Groundhog Day little rewind. So nobody has to die, Dolphin Pants. But yeah, if you've never played a Fire Emblem game, I would go for this one instead of Three Houses. It's far more approachable, far more straightforward.
It looks really good.
Yeah, I really like the way it looks.
I would advise everyone, not everyone, but I would say turn off the battle animations. There's like all these settings are turned on from the start, which slow down the game.
It's classic JRPG stuff.
You go in there and tinker like crazy. Go in there and turn off those.
It's nice to see all that stuff the first few turns. Be like, oh, that looks nice. And then when you want to just get through the game.
They worked hard on that animation, and I'll never see it again.
You turn that off. You can like shrink the units. You can turn the grid on. There's no grid here. Just and you can opacitize it just enough. Once you get it tailored the way you like it, it's like,
cool.
It's my before bed game. I like chuck it on and I'm like, oh, it's an hour and a half of me playing a whole battle.
Yeah, nice.
With my little weeby characters who are all like,
I love you.
I'm like, all right, bedtime.
There was a request for another Ahageo Gus
Not this year.
I feel like people have to earn it.
They have to earn it.
And I think it'll happen, but it'll happen when the time is right and Gus has had more beer.
As soon as that beer is
You'll get what you're after. Don't worry.
Good.
That's Fire Emblem.
Peter.
Me. I've been playing, and I played a little bit on stream, the remake of Dead Space. A remaster, really, but they're calling it a remake. A classic game from the early noughties, remade in 23.
How do we,
2008.
How do we distinguish a remake versus a remaster?
We've done this before, but I've forgotten.
Well, if it's
This
calling
is like
itself a remake, but you're saying
exactly
it's more a remaster.
the same game, like rebuilt from the ground up, but like it's not like Final Fantasy VII.
They haven't put a filter over it to make it.
No.
It's not a filter. It is rebuilt.
Very well rebuilt.
And like a classic action space survival horror game of Dead Space. You're an engineer as part of a team that gets called out by a distress signal. A mining ship in an asteroid belt. Something's gone terribly wrong. This team arrives to help, and space abominations ensue. And
pursue.
They pursue and ensue.
Okay.
They ensue, then pursue.
And then consume.
And then consume.
Good. That's all
it's
I got.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is.
The lighting is lovely.
Well, it's not
wonderful, wonderful remake. It feels like a modern game in every sense of the word. I felt like I might be thinking about the mechanics feeling. It's from the era of games that were heavy.
Did you play and finish the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
It's from like Gears of War, Dead Space. You are slow and heavy, and you move around in your big suit. And I was like, I wonder if it's going to feel like an old game, but it. Even less than a Gears of War would. Gears of War, I think, is still of its time. This feels so right for the type of game that it is. That while it feels the same way that it did back then, it's perfect. It's a real sense of like you are a heavy unit in the action, but you're so vulnerable because the things around you are more powerful. And it's a fun thing to navigate. You got so many tools at your disposal, like your plasma cutter, but stasis to slow things down. You've got the grab and throw with that ability as well, and it's all pulled through by a pretty tight narrative. It's not particularly nuanced or new. It's all those classic horror tropes: Event Horizon, Alien. Yeah, pulls from all the greats and becomes its own great thing as like a. I
genuinely thought you meant things parts. Come out of the grates. Like, because I'm like, they do. They actually do. But yes.
I really enjoyed streaming it because it is, I loved Dead Space and I was really hopeful for Callisto Protocol. And I know I was sour on Callisto Protocol at the end of last year. And not just because it had technical issues, but it just really failed to capture that sense of horror that these things need. I've played this game before and I was still screaming.
I think Callisto Protocol, just by the nature of the genre, it doesn't give you the tension that's required to really feel that terror. Like when you're in these spaces and you have to get from A to B and protect yourself, but there's going to be something that happens or jumps out at any moment. And
I think the Josh Duhamel of it was a problem. Like they employed an actor.
It sounds like a saying. Like a
it does.
Yeah, Josh
like a blanket.
The whole Josh Duhamel.
Just Josh Duhamel, the whole thing up. Like
I actually love him because I thought Las Vegas was a fantastic show. Don't love him from Transformers.
Transformers?
Yeah, he's in Transformers.
I only know him as Fergie's husband, former.
I think he's cool, but because you cast him, he has to have acting to do.
Sure.
And as soon as you have acting to do, you're like, I don't want to watch this. I just want to be in the thickness of the tension, and it breaks that when you have a cutscene with an actor pulling his mask off and stuff.
And then apparently there's more of Isaac's dialogue in this because
there was no dialogue at all in the first Dead Space from Isaac.
Wow. Yeah, right.
There was just grunts and breathing.
Yep.
In the second Dead Space, they brought in a voice actor, and Isaac had lines of dialogue, and he does have, in this remake, he does interact in the cutscenes. And
cool.
It's good. It's not so much that it's like throws you off, takes you out of the thing. It just kind of like lets him... And he's not cool. Like, it's not like he's been cast to be like, this guy needs to be a mega badass. Yeah. He's just a character that pushes the story forward. So...
it seems like it's that serious. I haven't touched Dead Space.
Yeah.
I think I played it on Good Game to like get some footage once, and that's it. So I'm actually really excited to play this because I want to I play it with no understanding of any monster jump scares and know where they are. But it seems like a series that subsequently just got, not worse, but like it nailed it from the start. Yeah, sorry. I mean, like worse means it's terrible. It wasn't. The two games afterwards were.
2 was great and 3 was not good
2 was great, but from memory, 2 was like far more action focused, and it was like following in step with your Gears of Wars and stuff, and was like, it took out a little bit of the horror from every review and stuff I heard.
It was
and then
mostly
3
that did that.
It
was mostly 3 that turned it into like gung-ho action-y stuff. And it was cooperative and stuff.
I think it's interesting that I don't know if they're going to... I'm curious if they're going to go and remake 2 and 3 now after the success of this, because it's doing really well. But I'm also like, but this was the best one. And
I would love them to remake 2 and then forget 3 ever happened and make a new 3.
Oh, shit.
That's cool.
Has anyone ever done that? Like, in the process of like...
ignored one of the games in the series?
Resident Evil's kind of doing it. They're still... They're fixing the ones that they...
It depends if it's like... anthology-esque or like if it's sort of sequel on building on a different...
If there's
I don't know.
Infamously like a bad sequel and just taking it out of canon.
Terminator Salvation. They decanted
that. Decanted that.
Yeah.
I Am Legend. I Am Legend is getting a sequel, and they're going, but Will Smith. Spoilers. I Am Legend. Spoilers.
No.
Block your ears if you actually don't want to hear this.
Are they going with like the director's cut ending or something?
It's an alternate ending that never made the cut.
Yeah.
So end of the film, hero sacrifices himself. End of I Am Legend. You just see it coming a mile away if you're watching the film. Alternate ending, they leave and he survives, and because they want to make a sequel, they're going, it's now canon.
I prefer the alternate ending.
Yeah.
Most people
It was
did.
on the DVD.
I
Yes,
thought it.
okay.
I thought the.
Sorry for the
I thought
spoilers.
but there was an ending from the book, and I can't remember if the ending from the book was the ending that they put in the film or if it was the alternate ending.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
We're going too
Yeah,
deep
it was
now.
something like that.
We're too
Yeah,
deep
yeah.
on a thing that no one really cares.
But-
Dead Space is great. Combat's awesome. The story's fine.
Yeah.
I Am Legend.
Whatever.
So
Whatever. And the lights
I'm Legend, great.
The lights are dark. Also dark.
Segue.
Oh, no,
He's doing segues.
Hey.
Will's first segue.
Hang on, I've got the specific details of the game because we're saying what kind of game it is now. Darker and Darker.
Get your pad out.
There we go.
It's what I've been playing. It's a fantasy PvE fantasy dungeon crawler.
Jesus, I'm
Did I say
glad you had
fantasy
that.
twice? I said fantasy twice. Really, though, the best way to describe it is medieval Tarkov. That was the way it was described to me, and that is just, it's like, that's a perfect description of it. So I jumped into this with Barjo. We streamed it a couple of times. We actually streamed it, I think, on a Monday or a Tuesday night or something, and then we streamed it again the next day because we were so like taken with it that we just wanted to play it again together.
Okay.
It's so fun. So you can squad up in groups of up to 3.
What are you doing with your hands? Are you a magician or are you just
There are different.
fidgety?
There are different classes. There are different classes. You can play
You
like
got the plague.
you can play a,
It's very itchy.
a ranger. All your traditional fantasy classes: a ranger, a wizard, or a tank, or
Yeah.
a cleric, and that kind of stuff. You have 2 abilities at your disposal. Typically a melee attack, although if you're a magic user, your melee does next to nothing. And you go through like a Tarkov or a DMZ, fighting enemies and sort of trying to survive the dungeon and getting as much loot and gear as you can.
procedural?
Yes,
Dungeons?
procedural,
Looks it?
yep.
Looks it?
And then trying to get out with all of your gear and sell it and make money and then go back in,
Yeah, cool.
rinse, repeat.
Yeah,
It is brutally difficult.
Yeah, cool.
In a way that I was like, oh, maybe this isn't going to be for me because it's just like too hard. But it was just, as soon as we started playing it and we were just dying instantly. Like it was the kind of thing where we died so quickly the first few rounds that we were just like chaotic laughing. Like, how is this even possible? But you have to play so carefully. And because you just never know what's around every corner. Every game was so exciting and so thrilling. These are kind of zombie things that that kind of like do fart gas explosions. Yeah. And the way you get out is so it's also there is a battle royale. What do you call it? Like a fog of war thing that's pushing you.
Yeah. Like a
Right.
Yeah. So the dungeon procedural, but it's also like you're moving towards the center.
Sure.
And once you get into the center, after a certain period of time in the game, little portal items will spawn, and you've either got single-use portals or the rare 3-person portal. So typically, like when Bajo and I were playing together, we'd see one would spawn, and we'd have to be like, okay, one of us can make it out now, like
right, or we can work together to try and
find a 3-person one. But honestly, that was just like, if you see a portal, like one of you just take it, because the likelihood of you dying is so high.
Yeah, right.
that-
are there other
interesting.
people in there?
Well, that's
running
like a
around?
PvP.
So with all of this, like with all of the chaos of just trying to stay alive in this brutally difficult, environment, there are other players in there as well who are also trying to.
Awesome.
And it's not like they're all working towards an exfil helicopter where you can be like, oh, we can make friends and all get out together. It's like, no, you've got
This portal is for one.
this portal is for one. Yeah. So it's like, even if you do manage to make a friend that you sort of stay alive with, at some point you're going to get to this portal and be like, ugh.
That's awesome.
But I was like, the reason why I think I've really loved these games where I didn't really kind of get into Battle Royale so much, I'll play them and I play Fortnite and stuff like that and I enjoy the kind of the loop of it.
Sure.
But for me, I think these games, the proximity chat and the like emergent like friendship gameplay stuff that you can get is what I find fascinating.
And it's fight or flight. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to fight everyone. That's the thing that makes these conflicts so much fun.
Totally. And a lot of people have global chat turned off.
Didn't bother.
Yeah.
That's a flight. That's what that was.
There were so many instances in this where you'd open a door and just be like, nope. There were times when I'd be like,
Open a door and go.
yeah. Bajo and I would get confident and we'd go into different rooms and then I'd hear him go, oh no. And I'd see him come running out and then I'd see like a glimpse of like 10 enemies behind him and he'd shut the door and I'd be like, oh, dude. But so there's, I guess like a feeling of like trying to really just most people in this are going to kill you on sight like they do in most games. A lot of people have VC turned off because people can be awful, which I totally understand. But like,
That's a real person?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really made it my mission to try and forge alliances with people. And even though 95% of the time I would just get shot in the head or like, you know, hit with a sword, like the few times I would get the desperation in my voice of just trying to like talk for long enough to like before they killed me. I was just like, wait. I would be like, wait, just hold. I know that everyone you come up against, you want to kill. And I know that this is like a scary, dark place, but think about it for a second. Think about it before you raise that sword, before you raise it. Like, think about what we could do together. And I was like, I'm going to put this gold bangle down on the ground between us.
Is it worth
gold bangle, you take it, you can have it. And you'd see the person that would be like, and then I could see them that they'd like draw back their bow, and I'd be like, wait. It was so funny. And it was awesome. Like every now and again, like I would try and it would look like they were gonna, and then they would just shoot me. And then the moment when I finally I went in this whole spiel and I was just like, but together, and I had like an emotional crescendo of my speech about how we could be friends and we could like team up. And then eventually they would just do that like single squat, and I'd be like, oh. And I'd be like, we're cool, and they'd be like, squat, and I'd be like, Baju, I made a friend, and then Baju would go bang in the head. I'm like, no!
But also perfectly played.
Yeah. It was so
I like
funny.
the idea of them being mates and then walking to the next room and just one of those axes goes whoosh, and you're like, well, I'll raid them.
Sometimes we'd like find whole groups of people, we'd team up with them, and it'd be like a little gang running through the like passageways together. Like it was awesome.
I'm all for extraction shooters was I thought the term after Tarkov and Call of Duty and the one
DMZ.
you played.
And the cycle.
Oh, the
cycle. But now we have to. It's. I mean, there's bows and arrows, but it's just extraction. Dungeon, like what would you call them now as a genre? If this one's in there, it's just
extraction games. The thing that's terrifying about this one is how tight all the corridors are. Like all these other games are big open world. They're battle royale maps.
And the platforming is quite janky as well. And there's like spikes and booby traps and stuff. So
and
trying to
just melee is just wonderfully like chivalry, all that kind of stuff.
Is it good melee combat? I know you enjoyed Chivalry 2's combat. Does it feel like that, or is it just pretty basic?
It's pretty basic, but it's kind of like it. I think it just adds to it because it feels like. I think I would feel frustrated if people were like gaming hard in those situations where you kind of just want to be like.
Janky and clunky means even people who are good at it have to suck a little bit, which is my problem playing like DMZ.
Totally.
It's like I'm playing twitchy shooter freaks, and so I'm like trying to enjoy it, and I'm like, I've got no chance because they're just gonna.
That's why I love the friendship element, and I love it because I love trying to make people laugh and saying things that they don't expect and trying to win them over. Like it's my favorite thing. It's so fun, but it's also like we were playing the game when it was in a demo, and so when you go back to the sort of hub zone and. You know, when you find a portal thing, you kind of there's a small animation of opening the portal. The portal opens and you just have to touch it and then you're out.
Yeah.
So once you're kind of back in the hub zone, there are these different merchants and stuff that you can sell different things to, and they're going to eventually have quests and stuff that you can go and do. Yeah. A bit like DMZ or anything that.
I was going to say
that was very appropriately named.
Dark. It's very dark. It's very dark.
This is with a little bit of boosting as well.
It's having that ongoing progression as well. That is super important in these to make it something that you feel a reason to go back. Because I've been playing DMZ and going, what are we doing? And it's like, hey, we didn't think this through before we started. So the missions or whatever you're talking about in this, like, they're compelling enough.
Yes, I think so.
Or the gear is compelling enough.
And also, so what I haven't touched on yet, one, you can res people if they die. You can remove their soul from their body, and you can carry it.
I had soul.
Gus got soul. You can carry it, and if you find like a resurrection altar, you can use the soul to resurrect them. But they resurrect nude on the spot, so that's they're kind of starting from scratch, but they're alive, and you can try and get out together. Then at the same time as the exit portals pop up, these red portals pop up also, which if you activate those, they take you deeper into the dungeon, where it is much harder. The rewards are much higher, but it becomes more and more brutal the deeper you go.
Is that continually part of that first ring closing, or does that start a new instance that you go to and that other people might have chosen to go to as well?
I'm not quite sure because I've never done it.
Yeah,
I've never survived long enough, and if I have, I've just been like, I'm getting out. Yeah. But I've spectated other people be like, fuck it, I'm going for the next
cool.
level below. And you see them just kind of waiting there, and they're kind of looking around, and they're just like, okay, so far, so good. And they open a door, instant death. And it's like, cool, should have gotten out, but it's really like, I think that's where it starts to get, I've got the hang of this game now, I'm getting good at it. Like, I'm going to start,
yeah, that's fun.
Going deeper.
I'm really glad all these exfil style games are, well, all of them, but like that it's becoming a stronger genre because I think a lot of people are getting tired of battle royales a little bit. They're still fun. It's great they exist, but like I think there's just something about these. It's the communication, it's the friendships, the like attempts at forging an alliance, and when that goes wrong, and picking your battles. I find that so liberating in games.
Yeah, it's almost the element that DayZ never had. That if they latched onto that, well, because it had all of that, but it didn't really have. The only incentive to keep your gear was because gear is good, as opposed to like, what do you do with it once you amass all that stuff?
Yeah.
Remember, our one was getting a car started, and the time we got a car started, we drove around and then went, okay, I want out.
Exactly, and it's like, well, there is no out. So it's cool that there is an end point in a game like a DayZ where it's about like the struggle to get there.
Wait, DayZ? You said DayZ twice.
Yeah, I'm talking about DayZ.
Wait, what's the end point?
There is none in DayZ. I'm saying it would have been useful in that.
Yeah. I feel like with this too, because the one thing that we were sort of discussing while we were playing it is that the in this case it's like a insect plague that is closing in and forcing you into the center. It moves quite quickly, so you don't have a lot of time, which kind of forces you into the dangerous stuff really fast. It forces you into situations where you can't be like camped or somewhere or holed up somewhere.
Did you know in DMZ when the gas closes, all the AI runs in too? Have you experienced that?
No, I didn't even think about
when
that.
it gets closer to the end, all the enemies are running as well.
Interesting.
So when you're running to the middle, you run past them or drive past them like, I'm so sorry. It's terrifying.
I so rarely am in the game long enough to experience the gas
the one time I did it, I was like, oh
Whereas
my God.
this, it's like, it was almost every game we'd be like, fuck, we have to move because it's like we're on the edge of it.
10 minutes.
10 minutes,
yeah. Right. Okay.
It's really fast. And because of the corridor nature of it, you get trapped.
You'd go,
You don't have open space to move through to be like, let's just run in that direction. You turn a corner and you're like, oh, well, we're fucking stuck.
Can you run into? Is it just losing health when you're?
Yeah. You can run through it. You can run through it, and you pick up health potions. And as the ranger, I had little like protein bars that you could like get your health back. It literally looked like a little
protein bars.
It was quite funny. It's so fun. It was so fun.
Yeah, cool.
To finish, I have a clip that was Barjo had died. In the plague storm. I managed to stay alive because I had my protein bars, and then was like, I've just got to try and find a portal and get out. But I was getting forced into the center where I knew there was going to be other players. So this is what happened.
You're now in the safe zone, except for all the other humans that are directly in front of you.
Hi. Listen, you take it. You take it.
No, no, Dex, they're not listening.
Oh, you made it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Barjo's gone.
Oh
in
no.
a second of health.
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
so
Very
frantic.
sweet.
It's so frantic. That was that moment where I was like, oh, this guy is guarding this portal because he wants to use it for himself. But he went foolishly for the combat.
You did come out the other end of the portal with a sword in you. You're like, I made it.
Yeah. But I was alive, and I got back, and I got to sell my gear.
Good.
Well, that's all we've been playing.
What were the games?
We played Hi-Fi Rush. We played Dead Space. We played Fire Emblems Engage, and we played Dark and Darker.
Yes.
And we'll be playing an ad break right now with some wonderful sponsors.
Second segue.
I know, I'm very good.
So good.
Play the
Hold it. Is that really the controller you're going to game with?
Well, sure. Haven't you heard? This one's got all the famous buttons. Circle, triangle, square, X, and more.
Well, there's gaming, and then there's gaming in style. Here, try this.
We are robots. Well, it certainly looks amazing, but what makes it more edgy than my PS Edge back home?
Well, take a guess. How many kills in Call of Duty do you typically get with your regular controller?
Well, I suppose 3.
That's right. And now guess how many kills in Call of Duty you'll get with this We Are Robots themed controller.
4?
Higher.
7?
Guess again.
Well, it couldn't be 9.
It's exactly 9.
Wow, well, that's a KD ratio I could get behind. But hang on, what's the catch?
There's no catch. We Are Robots can improve all of your favorite gaming statistics simply by making you look way cooler and implanting you with nano components through thumbstick injectors for robot-like response times.
What the fuck?
We are robots, we are legion. One of us, one of us.
Ratchet and Clank, what are your...
Could I interest us in our special?
Please.
Well, tonight we have the PlayStation Plus Extra tier. Comes with a collection of monthly games, sparkling online multiplayer included, a smattering of exclusive discounts, and of course, access to the games catalog, featuring a smorgasbord of titles from across the globe.
Is there anything from the Bordeaux region?
It does give Sir access to Ubisoft Plus classics.
Oh, you do like French food. That sounds great. We'll take the extra tier.
Very good, sir. Enjoy.
Is he gonna hover around us for the rest of the night? I hate a pushy waiter.
Very good, sir.
PlayStation.
Oh, welcome back to Back Pocket. A big thank you there to All Syntax Errors and Jep for their words from our sponsors. And a new ad, perhaps, Will?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Robotics still going.
Still.
The thumbstick injectors.
Jesus, that one was really that was
great.
That was terrifying. For We Are Robots.
And vocals at the end were Luna Tuna.
Yeah. Divine vocals.
I wish I could hit that top note. So good. So good.
And matching some fine visual graphics there, done by Will.
Absolutely.
But I had to go myself.
You did.
And we potentially have a little social that was going out next week of Will and I doing an old corridor digital race.
Yeah.
Where we both attempt to see who can do a better robot. Winner was Will, but
spoilers for social.
Spoilers,
Yeah,
but it was nightmare fuel, as everyone in the chat noticed there as well.
It was worse. It was worse. It cuts before it gets worse than that.
It was, yeah. You found some messed up stuff you could do with your own face.
Yeah.
Very proud of that. And of course, we saw a little plug there for PlayStation. That's on our socials, so you can go and follow any of our socials at backpocket.gg. We've got TikTok, we've got Instagram, we've got the other one, Twitter.
Nice.
Twitter.
Do we have a Facebook? We do have Facebook.
Do we have Facebook?
Yeah,
no one's using it.
No
one's using that. So thank you to everyone who was there as well. And we'll move on with a quick shout out to people who are supporting us on the Patreon. That's how we make this show. And a big part of that is one of the tiers we came up with last year is the We're Back merch tier. And we haven't forgotten about it. We almost did. Thank you to Ben for reminding us. And if you are of that tier and above, you will find yourself in possession of the latest bit of merch that we've designed. And we thought we'd steer away from the t-shirts just for one or two little iterations. And we're going with this. It's the Wear Totes Back Pocket Tote Bag. Everyone needs a tote bag, and if you've already got one,
Love a pun.
You need 7 more. It's a good pun. It's a good design. It's a fine tote bag, and if you're a part of that tier or above, you'll find yourself in possession of one of those very shortly.
Wow, so functional. So stylish.
So functional.
You could take it shopping with you to the supermarket.
You could.
You could take it with you on a picnic date.
You could go to the beach and put your towel and sunscreen in it.
You know what's good about a tote bag?
Tell me.
You can take it with you, but if you change your mind when you're out shopping, it's versatile.
You can put it in a pocket.
If you take shopping bags like Canva or those other...
You could stuff it in your back pocket.
You can put it in your back pocket as well. So there you go. So if not already, I think... you
can tote it.
You can tote it. But you
Thank
can
you,
head to Patreon and become a supporter there and maybe choose that tier and or above. Get yourself a tote bag.
If you go even higher, you can get yourself Luna Tuna screaming at you.
That's true. I have a tote bag actually here, which is holding something in it. And that thing is a prize. And it's a prize for the winner of our new segment because, guys...
What is that?
Times are tough.
We haven't seen it.
Does this a...
Forget the bag.
Is this
I
a
brought it
hide?
to
Oh my God,
What's in
now
the bag?
I'm staring at it.
What's in the bag?
Show what's in the bag.
Well, you could be the owner of what's in the bag if you're the winner of the next segment because, guys, times are tough. Times are challenging. No, wait, that was it.
Yeah, you idiot.
Times are difficult. There are difficult times. There are close-up. Challenging times. Oh, too late. Okay.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yes.
That's it. Challenging times.
So
okay.
freaking cool.
I'll get better at that. That was one of Will's graphics as well.
Let's say that reminded me of Lost in Translation for challenging times.
Challenging times. Try Suntory. Yes, Challenging Times is a new segment that we have, and it is brought to us by MiddleCee. Thank you to MiddleCee for sponsoring this segment. And we like to do fun things with our...
We like to have fun.
We like to have fun.
We like to have fun here.
Yeah. And for MiddleCee, I thought I'd come up with something here that we'll do every time we have a MiddleCee segment.
Yep.
I have selected some lyrics from the middle of a song in the key of C. See what we've done there?
Okay.
Middle C.
Middle C.
Very
Got
clever.
it. Yeah.
I'm going to read you these lyrics, and you're going to have to tell me what the song is. I'm going to read them just like plain, no vocal, like sort of
No
singing,
vocal styling.
No vocal styling. So here they are.
If we don't get it, do you sing the song at the end?
You got to sing. No, if we don't get it, you
No,
can
if
tell
you
us what
get
it is,
it,
but
I
then
just-
you can sing it in the.
Sure.
I want to hear you sing it in the
I wanna
song.
hear you sing it too.
You sing the melody.
No matter what happens.
Then you say go slow, and I fall behind. Then you say go slow, and I fall behind.
Oh, fuck, I know
It's
it.
in there.
Yeah, you do.
Go slow. and
Most
I
of you
fall
will.
behind.
Don't look at chat.
Yeah,
It's a song in the key of C, and not the C of key, which is very hard not to say. Thanks to Middle C. And then you say go slow, and I fall behind. I have another lyric that'll probably give it away, but I'll let this just for a
I think
little
I need
bit.
the extra lyric.
Yeah.
Then you say go slow, and I fall behind. The second hand unwinds.
If you're lost
and you will find me time after time. Yeah, nice.
No. That is not. Is that the segment? That is not in the key of C. Time after time, indeed. It's in
Amazing.
key. We'll get Luna Junior to sing that one next time.
Is it all going to be related to time? Was that an accident?
It could be. That was a happy accident as well. Because yes, the
accident.
segment is Challenging Times. Thank you, MiddleCee, for sponsoring this segment. It is a new segment all about me. Well, no, it's focusing on me, and you guys are around me.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
This is your.
Do you
this is
win
what
the
you
prize
dream about.
also just because?
I already have the prize. You win it off me.
Stop grabbing it.
keep
You're
your prize.
revealing it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, of course. Challenging Times is a game where basically I come up with a time-based challenge in a video game of my choosing.
Would you say you pioneered it?
I've pioneered this segment.
It's bonanza.
It's a bonanza of a segment. I then set a time in said game, and I won't tell you what that time is, as in like I try to set the fastest time in it.
Yeah.
It's never like
We don't get to know what the goal is.
The goal is do it as fast
We
as you
just
can.
have to look at your face.
Yeah.
To see if we beat you.
Yeah.
I've set my time.
Yeah.
I'm now going
Will
to
you
set.
tell us if we beat you, or you just make up some?
You're all
bullshit
going to have a
number?
run. at it,
Yeah.
and then if at the end of it you'll see my time, and if you beat that time, you win the prize. It's that simple.
Okay, but you get to keep the cup if we don't. How many times have you done the challenge?
Okay, that's the thing. I get as many times as I want because I set the challenge up. Therefore, I need to make sure it's
So
a good challenge.
you keep going to see if you can get the best possible time you can
Only
as many
took me
times as you
2.
can.
But only took me 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there we go. And because it's a time-based challenge,
do we get 2?
You might get 2. We'll see how quick it goes. But I've decided to name it because the game of choice is GoldenEye, the recent remake. And
now we're good.
Oh, no, it's just
changing
switching
the
over.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. But I thought the game of choice is GoldenEye, and I've come up with a name for it. The segment is called It's About Damn Time because we're doing the Damn level. Josh, play my sting.
Okay, alright, it's about damn time.
Lizzo cross.
The theme from
Grant Kirkhope, I guess, put these together as well.
Yeah, probably.
Good on him.
Oh, wow.
Wait, Double Agent?
We're doing.
No, you haven't even finished it on Double Agent.
DMCA?
You don't have to finish
Oh,
the
you
goal. You
only
just
get
have
the
to
tick.
get to the end. It's just the difficulty.
But you only get the tick for doing all the. But Double Agent means you have to do things to open gates and stuff.
No, you don't. You just need to get off the dam. That's all we're doing.
Can
We're
you
running
run straight to the dam?
That's the goal. That is what you're doing. You're trying to get
but
to
you
the.
can.
You can. That's
Okay.
the point. You do not need to complete these objectives. I've just put it on 00 because it makes the difficulty of the enemies a bit tougher. But your goal is to run to the end
Did
of
you
the
do it on
dam
00?
level. Yeah, 100%. I've got my still. You'll see it later. The
I
goal
don't
is to
believe
get
it.
to the end of dam. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Peter. You are going to race to the end of dam as fast as you can without dying. We're going to listen to the sweet,
Is it
sweet
inverted?
jams. It's just regular GoldenEye.
How
Can
do
we get a
I
bit of
play
sound?
it? I haven't played in a while.
There we go.
9 years ago. A
So
little bit more than that, I think.
as fast as you can get to the dam and jump off it.
Okay. And I can just run straight there.
That's the goal. That is the goal.
You're saying that's a goal. I'm saying, are there walls in the way and I have to open doors?
Black Death.
Yeah, that's how the level works.
Black Death, what movement glitch? What movement glitch?
Oh, you're gonna
Just
kill
whisper-
people? Why are you
just whisper it to
killing
me.
people?
Whisper it to me.
A little faster than that. A lot of people will remember playing the original GoldenEye and using the N64 controller. And if you played it correctly, I believe the controller setup was solitaire, where you would use these C buttons to. But you've just discovered something crucial, Peter.
Yeah.
Getting shot in the back sends
Boost
you
you.
forward.
Amazing.
So keep that in mind as you go. There is a gate up ahead. Pete's going to be the guinea pig here. That was well timed. And that gate will actually open, Peter. What are you doing? Focus on the gate, mate.
Do you have to shoot people?
I
Can
can't
you
open to
use-
survive.
Can you get through? Oh god. Okay.
Doing great. You're doing
Can I
great.
can I just leg it without shooting?
Pete might get 2 just because. Good work. Good work. Oh, jeez.
Stupid Peter, stupid Halo control.
Very low.
Bloody genius.
Open the door.
The one behind has to close first.
Can I get another go?
Yeah, you get another one.
Awesome.
I would recommend I set my time without actually like killing anyone or like without anyone that didn't need it.
Yeah.
Didn't need it. So give it another go.
All right. That guy.
Huh?
That guy.
guy.
He's a hero to the Russians.
That fucking guy.
But yeah, people with the old N64 controller would have worked out that if you use the forward and right on the forward on the C button.
Oh, yeah, the C
and
button.
you ran on an angle, you could
Yeah.
run at twice the speed.
Twice.
Pretty much. I think you're
saying
almost
double?
if you
Movement glitch. That's
if you
what
kind of run on an
Black
angle,
Death was talking about.
you'll be
doesn't.
fine. You kind of go a little bit faster.
Are you strafing a little bit?
Essentially, strafe running, yeah, was what used to. I think, yeah. Ammo Glitter says you can. Might want to kill him. That was a good push. Now, if you get to the gate quick enough, it'll already be open.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah. You gotta go faster than that, mate.
I'm going as fast as the controller will let me go.
Oh, can let you go faster. Go. Now, go for the corner.
Close.
That's close. Didn't go fast enough.
You just try to melee.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some slaps?
Yeah. Oh no, it's not open.
Definitely not getting a time.
Do I open it?
It didn't.
Oh, I have to press the button.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to press the button, guys.
You pressed the button the first time.
But then a guy got stuck in it.
I didn't realize. I thought the truck was coming up behind me and opening the gates.
Yeah.
I thought it was all happening automatically and I didn't do
Open the
anything.
gate. Pete,
it-
check behind you.
Okay.
Wait.
Why is it not?
Have you gotten stuck?
Oh
And
no.
that's
This
the
has never
game.
happened. There you go. No, you shut it.
No, you shut it. Oh, devastating.
Is it? Does you press it and? What the?
They opened the gate
Someone
behind
got
me.
in behind you, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
that
This
fucking
guy
guy.
Open a bet. I'm in.
Oh my god.
The other reason
There's
we thought we'd
more.
set this up as a new game as well is I'm keen to see if anyone. This is on Game Pass at the moment. If you've got Xbox Game Pass, so you'll see my time at the end of it. If anyone at home can beat that time, I'll shout them out on the show the next week. They'll get the prize in theory, but we're not shipping it around. Oh God!
I can't hear the door when I open the door, so I'm like.
Reese is already on it. Good.
Nice.
Not bad. Now cheese it. Bluey, I will be announcing my time after these three finish their runs. Pete's just about to finish his. Bluey's keen to... Yep. It's a prize theory. Yes, no, correct.
There it is. That's the jump.
What triggers the cutscene?
You just jump
You
off. You
leap
walk
off
off
the
the edge.
edge.
You just walk off the edge.
Sick.
I missed that.
That actually happened to me on my
Stairs.
first run. Well done.
Sick.
Nice.
He's setting his time.
What was my time?
You'll see it on the
yeah.
on
I
screen.
was like, did anyone have a stopwatch?
Go next screen.
Mission status failed.
2 minutes 17.
2:17.
All right.
That's not too bad.
It's not bad. Will,
gone?
you reckon you can beat
Oh yeah.
it? Good.
I didn't reckon I'll beat him.
Hit next.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I mentioned, this segment is totally tailored towards me holding the prize for as long as possible.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
I like it.
This is, I think, the one, and I know it's insane. This is the one Bond game I've never played.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've played.
It's no Nightfire.
No, everything or nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's no Agent Under Fire.
Mhm.
I remember playing
So,
this on
yeah.
my friend's 64 back in the day, and then I played like a Wii U.
Yeah, there was a
Daniel
Wii version with
Craig.
Daniel
version?
Craig.
With Daniel
All right, Will,
Craig.
ready?
Yeah.
Go. Cheese it.
Is it trigger for stuff? For shoot?
Yeah, trigger for shoot.
Yeah.
X,
Oh, God,
X for
he got
interact
one
with things. And I don't know why I hit X. I just felt it.
Yeah, right.
You would think it'd be
Yeah.
A, but it's X to hit the buttons.
Oh, it's like shoulder to
Shot in
shoot.
the back. That's good.
You can use shit.
Just keep running.
Stop
That-
jumping! What's he jumping
That
for?
animation is wonderful. They like get out of the way of a bullet by taking a large jump
Oh,
to the
A,
side.
yeah.
No, the slowest
X
jump
makes
ever.
sense to me. A is jump, right?
There is no jump.
Didn't you just jump?
No,
No,
the
no.
guy in front of him did a little.
Oh.
I'm away, mate.
Who
Oh,
needs him?
it's
Who needs
inverted.
him?
You can do it.
Inverted.
X, but only once.
Only once.
And
Green?
then straight to the side.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh,
he's
no.
getting peppered against the wall.
I can't. There we go.
Yep.
There we go.
In.
There we go.
Oh
it's
my
inverted.
God.
Oh, you
This
gotta
is-
uninvert.
This game is so rigged
X?
for me.
I can't believe you've done this inverted, Will.
Oh my God.
You
I
don't
can't
really need to
believe
look
you've
up
done
and
this.
down. In
I can't
Bond.
No,
believe
it doesn't matter.
He does the little auto aim as well.
Go,
I'll
go,
run
go.
at the sky if I don't change it.
No, that guy. Oh, stop.
No, I
Oh,
added
no.
Change the inversion. No,
Yeah.
That's probably fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Because you won't be inverted either.
No,
Yeah,
I can't.
that's true.
I can't.
Yeah, you
You get to watch you get murdered
run
against a
around like
wall.
this.
Goodness.
I think you have to do it from the
From back?
from the
From-
actual game.
Cheat options?
Yeah, DK mode.
Yeah, good.
Feel free to do DK mode. It's not gonna get. Oh, you might.
How
get
far
better
back do I have to go?
headshots.
Yeah, you'd kill
You have to do it from in the game. So maybe go start.
Oh,
select-
from within playing
Yeah,
the
select
game. Yeah, okay.
damn 00.
Double it. And you can restart the mission from in
Straight away.
Yeah,
in the
okay,
game,
cool.
yeah. DK mode would probably work.
Inverted gamers scare me. They secretly have superpowers, I reckon.
Oh,
You
it
get
goes
right.
into his watch.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, mate, you've missed out so much. This might be quite hard. If you go left
This might be
again.
hard.
No, it's confusingly.
This is the
Configure.
real. This is the real challenge.
Yeah.
Configure.
Configure.
Eh.
Oh no! See, press
Back.
Oh Christ!
B. Hit B.
Yeah, no.
Oh, no.
Go
That's-
up.
Okay, I just had to
Sorry.
do that.
Okay,
'cause
you
That
watch
was,
again.
that was the best thing to do.
I think go to the.
Hang on. There's more settings.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Look up,
Oh.
down.
Look up, down, reverse.
Upright.
Upright.
Oh my God! Old
And that's all of them? in control?
Upright.
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right.
Like Death has
Start
it. We should
again.
just listen to
Yeah.
the pause music.
Can I restart?
And then
Mission?
Yeah, go
Yes.
Yeah.
A, and then to confirm. There you go.
All right.
It's people have said it's 8 seconds. Well done. People have said it's a it's a bit of a dodgy port or like a. I've really
heard
enjoyed
that
it.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it at all. But I I really loved playing it, but I just know I won't enjoy it.
You actually. I thought the same.
I feel like for this kind of thing, you'd want to play it on the original console and get the full jank as opposed to half jank on an Xbox.
Oh my goodness, look at you go.
This is good.
It's
So
all
you-
on the stick, you see.
This is already a run.
It's all in the
you
stick,
haven't
baby.
even touched the right stick this time, though.
All right, you got a dude on your left that you want to get.
No, don't.
Yep, ready and.
Doesn't
Okay,
need
no,
to.
he's gonna go.
Doesn't need to.
I reckon while you open. Oh, there it is!
Oh,
there it is!
oh,
Go, 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 go,
No,
go,
no, no, no.
Oh!
I wouldn't.
Now shoot the guy in there.
Don't worry.
Doesn't need to. Doesn't need to.
No, my time.
You gotta go on the door. You
My
gotta go on the door.
time.
Will's getting the
No,
cup.
to the left, to the left. Yep.
You can just go through the grate. You can go through the metal door on the left. The grate on the right.
grate
Kill
on
him,
the
kill
right.
him.
No.
What? No, the door on the left. That's a
fine.
door.
Go. Oh, I didn't realize there's a door. Yeah,
Keep
get out
moving.
there.
Yeah.
Now this you gotta
Shoot the lock,
shoot. You gotta shoot the
lock.
lock.
Oh, yes! X! Go!
Oh my
shit,
gosh! Oh my gosh!
Will,
He's gonna do it.
Will,
He's
come
gonna
on.
do it. Will.
B-Dazzle just had a run and got 202.
Come on.
on, baby.
I don't want to miss this gate.
Yeah,
You gotta get
don't
those
miss
little
those stairs.
steps.
Don't miss those stairs.
Go, Will, go.
You're at a good kind of like angle to sharply step into the steps.
Yeah.
To sharply
Oh
step.
my goodness, go, you legend.
So that was the door.
You
Yeah.
beautiful boy.
Get
Come
up
on.
it, don't get shot, and...
Oh,
there
there
it
it
is!
is.
Going
Come on.
upstairs! Ah!
Come on. There we go.
Oh, the stairs. The stairs. Well done, though, man. That was brilliant. Thank you. That was so good.
Thank
That's
you.
going to be a good time for
Amazing.
sure. Next.
123.
Wow. Wait, what
Tell you
was?
what, that's a challenging time, that
Oh,
is.
that's a challenging.
That
What
was
was yours?
almost a full
You'll
minute
find out
faster
at
than
the
me.
Oh, we don't know.
We don't know my time.
Oh, accuracy 30%.
It's not bad.
Killed one man.
Steph, you go next. Oh, actually,
20
no, sorry.
shots
Oh, yeah.
for one man.
Yep, A. Wait, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You said next, and then you said no.
The A
Sorry,
button.
yep.
The A button's
Up to
inverted.
start. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Will.
my hand
was
was
sick,
shaking.
man. That was sick.
Thank you. Thank
This
you.
asshole did in
Look at
like
those water
56
physics.
seconds.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
Of course, it's my
just-
segment.
Steph, you got to beat 56 seconds.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, he'll have a clip, and he just
Damn,
flips
that was
through
great.
the
Well
ground.
done, Connor.
And
I
just
have
down
it,
and up.
Just
Do you have a
don't
clip of it?
I have a clip of like the second half because
Yeah.
I went.
Oh, well, that
record.
doesn't count.
Look at that guy just do a roll.
Yeah, it's like an 8-minute clip. Can't you record 4 minutes at a time?
Yeah, on Xbox. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
going
interesting.
wide.
Fuck.
Just go.
Just keep going.
I'm out of bullets,
Nice.
I think.
No, you got 7.
86 bullets.
Oh, crushed by a truck.
Oh my god.
Crushed by a truck.
You, as the driver, you'd be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Mr.
Brosnan.
That's a very strong man.
Captain 7.
Oh, not bad.
I don't know this strafing thing.
I'm
Is
stuck between a truck and
X.
a rock
X.
place.
Nice.
through the
just
corner.
once.
Oh,
Go behind you, go behind you, go through, go through, go through.
Yeah.
Now press X on the
X
next
on
one.
that one.
Now turn and cover
Oh,
yourself.
Nice.
Come on.
Now
you guys
go for the
go
next
through?
one. Ready, go.
Yeah, go.
Nice.
Now you can
Now
go through
step
the metal
shortcut.
fence.
If you go, there's a fence on the left of that house, that little fence there.
silver
You press
fence.
X on that fence on the
Silver
left.
fence.
The great
Oh.
left. Yep, that one. Shoot
Yeah.
him.
But this, yeah,
Chicken
right.
wire, chicken wire.
And now press X.
See, that would have saved you.
No, not the alarm. The gate.
That,
The gate.
that
Just press.
does look like a button to open the door.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, okay.
Fuck it.
You gotta shoot that lock.
Gotta hit the lock. Gotta hit the lock.
Yeah, that's alright.
Lock, baby. Lock.
Nice.
Yes.
X. Go.
This is
Nice.
good.
This
This
is
is
good.
good.
This might be my time.
You're gonna beat your husband.
Bedazzle
on,
just got
stairs.
114.
B-Dazzle just got 114.
That's pretty
You
good.
set
Holy
the alarm
shit.
off. That's how confident you are.
He pressed the alarm on the way through. Go. Now can you?
You nailed the
can
stairs.
You best the stairs?
Yeah.
You deserve the trophy
No
if
fucking
you.
nail.
The slippery
Stairs.
stairs.
Get the stairs. Get the stairs. Get the
wide
stairs.
Nice.
Well done.
Smooth. That
Well
was
done.
smooth.
Good stuff.
You showed those stairs who's boss.
Truck drama.
Press next. See what you touch just once. 141.
That was so good.
That was very good.
Why was
Damn
my time
good.
so bad? I learned all the.
Because you're such a shooter nerd, you try to kill everyone.
No, I think it was because I learned how all the doors worked for you guys.
That's true.
potentially
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
You really
I mean-
fucked around
I
with
don't
that
think
door.
so.
I was the door
think
guinea pig.
I think the door's just door.
It's
not my
just
segment.
door is
Door's
just
just
door.
door.
I think you waste time trying to kill people with your hot gamer skills.
All right.
That's true. There are the
And they-
times.
and they
Let's
are
put them
hot.
up. Pete,
Radman wants me to
217.
go again.
Will,
Yeah, I
sorry.
kind of.
Need to go again.
It's like the
on my
people.
segment.
The people are asking for it,
Yeah.
so we may as well
Miss
get the
Silver
people
says
that
no,
they
It
want.
feels like
turn.
it feels
No,
like everyone
Peter.
feels like it'd be
No,
fair for me
Peter.
to have another turn.
Look, as
It's up to chat.
look, as the person that's currently.
You feel confident that he can't beat your time?
No, I just feel like it's. I wouldn't have known what to do had I not seen the
Oh,
run.
don't be so diplomatic.
know what to do
He
doesn't
without
need-
me.
I know he doesn't
doesn't
need
need-
this. I know he doesn't need this.
Mr.
but-
Bond.
Yeah.
Another run.
But in the look,
He's so angry. Oh, he skipped it. He's running.
he's in.
He didn't
Oh
have
no, it's not inverted anymore.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have a gun.
Okay, but that's the handicap you should have.
Yeah.
Pull the gun out.
Don't need it.
Don't need it. Do you run faster with the gun away?
No.
Oh. I love the way they just slowly fall to the ground.
I'm not going to be able to shoot the padlock because of the inversion.
Yeah, you will. You just know you have to look up. Look regular or whatever it was.
Yeah. Fly regular.
Shoot him.
Confident that I can beat him.
Nice.
Ready?
No.
Door not open.
Didn't get the door. That's what Will plays brilliant time.
Oh, but a shot in the back's not bad.
Yeah. You're doing well.
Shot in the back's not bad for a Sunday afternoon.
Then let's rush him in.
Oh, rifle.
Go.
I forgot that you have that.
All the sound effects.
I've been rifling that whole
so
time.
good.
You can get this guy while you're running.
No, I can't. Oh yeah, the shot.
Shot in the back.
Press
That's
that
not
button.
bad. Reload.
Alarm,
You got 11 bullets.
Alarm,
11
you
bullets.
missed it.
11 bullets.
No, he's got this.
Oh,
that was fucking
And he didn't hit the alarm.
Now, also remembering,
Nice.
there's also an element of
Now
we
watch him
want
get
to
it
beat
fucked up on
you.
these stairs. Let's
I know,
go.
I'm going to lose.
So-
I've decided that the prize does go to you guys. I don't just keep the prize.
No.
You can show us your prize that you give yourself.
Come on.
Oh, you're
the
hugging that
stairs.
wall awful tight, and you got to think about those stairs, Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, I never think about
You've got
stairs.
this. You've got this.
I don't even have to think about stairs.
And he looks up as he wakes up.
I was trying to look down, but I was not inverted.
Come on.
Good.
That's going to be an okay time.
That's gonna be great. Oh,
120.
that's the
Same as yours.
Same
Yeah.
time.
Oh, wow.
Is that a
Oh,
draw?
now you have to cut
That's
the
it.
prize in half.
Yeah, just
Well, I can't, because if we come back to us, yeah.
Oh, God.
We've previously in the
123
show,
is the fastest possible
There's
time.
no way.
We've
There's no way
proved
any
that.
faster.
No
we've
way.
previously talked
Yeah.
about like prizes on the show were like compliments and stuff like that.
Yeah, not
I was
anymore.
just tired of it, and I was like, "Fuck it,
Can
I
you
want to
drink out of it?
I just want a fucking trophy."
Nice.
So we're just going
Nice.
hard with a full trophy. This is the Challenging Times trophy. It'll be held by the person who gets the fastest time each time they do a challenge.
Today that is me.
At the moment,
Yeah.
that is me.
Yeah.
It's so shiny.
I know. I thought just
It looks like a medieval goblet.
I've never gotten a trophy in my life, so I want to hang on.
So
to this.
to have bought myself one today
Really
was
means
a
the
real
world.
honor.
$5.
Good.
It was a bargain. It's a nice trophy. And if
Sorry,
we're,
what was your time?
well, I'm just checking that Josh is okay, and we're
Okay, cool.
we're still back on our screen. Good.
Yeah.
No,
see it,
that's sorry.
I
That
can't
was
see it
that
at
was
the
it. I'll pop it on the.
There's a couple of 123s in chat.
That
so
was
it must be
fun.
the
123 is
fun.
like a default time for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 123 is a time
we ready
that you
for
guys
the
got,
reveal?
but unfortunately, I set a time of
Let's find out.
1:07.
Oh,
not a 007
You
though.
photoshopped
Josh,
your face on.
Play the theme again.
Okay, alright. It's about damn time.
Interesting.
107,
go.
that's a really good time.
Yeah.
And from our 123, that's like getting through that gate.
It's
Yeah.
nailing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1007.
So,
107. No.
There's
Yeah.
a 007 in there. There's
Technically,
Yeah.
yeah.
So do you have some tips?
Get shot in the butt. And you pretty much worked it all out. You all worked it out. But I'm going to give the prize to Will this week.
Okay.
So, Will, congratulations.
I'll hold it.
You win the Challenging Times for this week.
Thank you so much.
we
I'm
bring up
glad
the
it has
applause?
map of Africa on it, I think. Is that what that is?
It's just the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
There we go.
No, it's just
All
one part of
Africa.
the world.
Yeah.
Have you ever won a trophy before, Will?
I wouldn't say one, but I've been given like
That's winning it.
no,
If you get given it.
I got like participation trophies of like breakdancing.
Breakdancing?
Yeah.
Participation awards.
Yeah.
Can you participate in some breakdancing right now?
Not in these jeans.
Not in these jeans.
No.
Well, you've got that now, and you can take that home, but you have to bring it back. It's like one of those
Yeah,
school
okay.
trophies that has to come back to the cabinet
Yeah.
every time we redo the segment.
It's very good.
That's exciting.
It's very good.
It'd be a good
That
murder
is
weapon.
a well-earned
Feels like a-
true trophy.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Have you ever won a trophy?
Yeah, a lot of trophies. I'm brilliant.
For sport?
Yeah.
You didn't have to buy them. But as I said, if you guys have Game Pass and you have it as well, chuck your times in the Discord as well, and I'll happily read out the winner. If anyone can beat my time of 1:07. What was it again?
1:07.
01:07.
It's about damn time.
About damn time someone puts me in my place by beating my time. So that was a segment we call Challenging Times.
Sometimes.
Looks at pad.
We're going to go to an ad break, but I think
Oh, I forgot that I wrote a rap.
Oh yeah, do the rap. Do the rap. Do the rap.
It's very important.
Will, Will, do the worm while he does a rap. Do the worm while he does a rap.
Okay.
So actually, Will, if you and Josh, if you play the song, and I'll keep going from the end of it. So just the beat, the music.
About damn time.
The sting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Worm.
alright. It's about damn time.
No, you're good.
In a minute, I'm gonna need one of you guys to set the fastest time on the opening stage. Running faster, getting shot at, dodging bullets, all that 00 agent difficulty. Because I did it fast. I set my time. So I'm gonna need one of you seconds faster to win. First one is Will, then it's Pete and Steph. That's how the game is played. Drops pad.
We should definitely go to an ad, bro.
Do we go to an ad? I think we go to an ad.
Let's go to
Go to an ad.
You know, my cousin got sick and the hospital bills are through the roof. It really got me thinking, if I ever got sick, what are we doing to protect our future and the future of our family?
That's an understandable fear. And I think we should do one simple thing, and that's contact the Learn Programming Academy.
Okay, I was thinking we would get life insurance.
Get your exclamation mark Tims out in the chat, because over 1 million people trust Tim from the Learn Programming Academy to deliver high quality, quick and affordable tutorials on how to code. And they're all videos, so you don't even need to know how to read. I know I can't.
But I'm worried about dying.
We all are. So why not live forever by coding a robot to transplant your old, disgusting organs for fresh new ones while you sleep? I'm sure it's possible.
I don't think it is.
Well, that's because you're stupid and you haven't contacted the Learn Programming Academy.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
The Learn Programming Academy. You'll give it a C++.
Hello. Charlie Puth would take that door slam sound and make the fattest beat of the summer. Do it. Go through. Holy shit! Ah! You piece of... So funny.
Hi, didn't see you there. Must be time for another.
Dum, 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 dum. You know when you are scrolling through your insert sponsored brand app here, trying to find what to eat? Well, the answer is and always will be loaded fries. Something simple with cheesy goodness. Yep, we got ya. A full-on HSP in all its glory any day of the week. Be fancy and add some steak, pickles, or kimchi. Are you veg inclined? Well, that's why the Lord invented mushrooms. Don't believe me? Well, we've got some customer testimonials to help you make up your mind. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever your preference is, the answer is loaded fries. Potato.
Welcome back to the show. Potato.
Potatoes. I love that he's not pushing any actual brand of eatery. It's just like, ever tried these?
Yeah, just
like potatoes?
HSP as a general concept.
Yeah.
Cuisine
Love
choice.
that.
Very nice.
The words in that are a break from Tom Humothy and BMAC, obviously, with potatoes, and an ad for Tim. Tim, I hope you're still on that beach somewhere having a great time.
Tim's moved from beach to beach, but he's still beach adjacent.
Living the beach life.
Yeah, living the beach life.
Yep.
It's our first show of the year, which means that, of course, we have to do a Pocket League.
A Pocket League. a well-balanced Pocket League.
I wish it was louder.
It's so epic.
I just wish it was
so
louder.
It still dips where it belongs to dip.
So there's still a dip, but I just still want that
you want the ear bleed.
Ear bleed at the start.
Yeah.
Still exciting.
I miss the ear bleed.
Very Super Bowl-esque, considering we just had a Super Bowl.
Pocket League is brought to us by Nicrotex.
Hey.
We love Nicrotex, and as always, we read one of Nicrotex's tweets out on the show. Unfortunate thing happened to Nicrotex, and he tweeted about it. He tweeted on the 16th of January, "Today I became a statistic I was proud to never be a part of. I locked myself out of my apartment."
Shit.
I don't know how you've made it that long through your life without doing that.
Has everyone here done it?
Oh, yeah. You locked yourself out with a cat.
Yeah,
That's
so,
nice. At least you got company.
Well, yeah, my lockout story is that I got home, I put and we had a little sideboard right near the front door, so I would turn the keys, throw the keys in a bowl on the sideboard, and I pushed the door open, big heavy door, pushed it open, threw the keys in the bowl, cat ran between my legs. I turned to grab him, door slammed shut, keys are in the bowl inside. So I was stuck in the little atrium in the stairwell with a cat going all the way up the stairs, and I was like, I don't know what to do with you, buddy.
At least you're in an apartment. I
bastard.
did the same thing. I was in an apartment that had like an internal corridor structure. So that was in your apartment one as well.
Yeah.
I, actually kind of appropriate, did it on Valentine's Day like 7 years ago. Me and my partner at the time, we were going out. We forgot something, realized we'd locked ourselves out. So we didn't go out for drinks. We went and waited for the locksmith as we sat on the front steps or the internal front steps. So we sat there on Valentine's Day, not out, keys inside, waiting for a locksmith. Lo and behold, the neighbors down there just start going at it. Just like very loudly. And so the least romantic thing you can do on Valentine's Day is sit with your partner and just listen to people enjoy Valentine's Day. Yeah. And then realize you can't keep listening and have to like go and stand and make more noises and be like, you recording? Well done. Well done.
I had a friend in high school who drove a Hyundai Excel, which were those little like bubble cars that like like if you got in an accident you'd just be flattened like a pancake, you know, like no safety at all. And it had those little push button locks, like the little stick that you just push down. And she locked
the dog inside goes the door.
So she would lock her keys in the car all the time, and there was no like mechanism to stop you from doing that. It was just before they kind of implemented that stuff. And it happened so often, and we would call the NRMA sometimes, and they would come, and they would use because you know they would have all these like fancy tools and stuff for fixing cars and doing whatever. But when he came to unlock her car, he would just use a bit of plastic packing tape, like you know when you get like a bundle of papers and it's that plastic stuff around the outside of it. He'd kind of just like loop that through the door and loop it around the like stick, and then just pull it up. And so we were like, fuck, we could do that. So we just always carried packing tape in our bags because she locked her keys in her car so often that we could then jimmy it.
That or a coat hanger, but I couldn't tell you how to do it with a coat hanger.
The packing tape really just slipped through the crack of the door. And it's very clever.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. And we could just break into anyone's car at that point if we wanted to.
Did Nicrotex
we didn't, but we could have.
Nicrotex got in, I assume. If he's in chat.
Nicrotex is outside to this day.
Yeah. He never went inside again.
Yeah. Sad.
Very sad.
Yeah, sad.
Very sad. Pocket League, let's do it.
Yeah.
So
should we update anyone who doesn't know how this works? Pocket League is our fantasy football but video game version of it that we do throughout the year. We all pick 5 games that we are hoping will receive high review scores. We take those scores from a sort of Metacritic aggregate, and we
actually an open critic
aggregate. I should say. We
chose a side.
We chose a side, and we implemented last year reserves. So if your game does get delayed or pushed beyond 2023, you can have a reserve that subs in as well to fill out your total 5. We played last year. Steph, as we mentioned, dead last. But that gives you the advantage.
But I won the year before.
Martha is dead last.
I just took some risks.
Dead last.
Because I was keeping the game spicy, okay? And now I'm going to play like hard and intense this year.
So, based on you losing, that means you get first pick. We've all got our lists, but we've obviously, if someone else picks it, you can't have that game, and so you have to move down your list. And then how this is going to work, Steph's going to go first, then Pete.
Then we're gonna let Will go.
Because Will, you're new into the league. There's your long-haired pockety now.
Oh, nice.
So it'll go Steph, then it'll go Will, then it'll go Pete. I came second, so I technically one out of all of us.
Yep.
So I go last, but then I go again, and we go
Yes.
back the other way, and we
Snake
snake it
back
around
around.
like some kind of worm. Will, get on the
show
floor.
us a worm.
No, I'm sorry. I got this on my lap.
He's all wormed out.
Yeah.
I've done
Will, you're going to
Understandably.
be punching them in over
I am.
there at the same time.
Yep.
But we may as well kick things off with... And again, this isn't just picking the game you want to play. It's the one you think will get a good score. So
And we
it took me
have-
2 years to learn that, but I think I finally worked it out.
Yeah.
Sons of the
And
Forest.
We have reserves as well. Did you mention
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So there's reserve. So Steph, up first. Don't you do it. Don't you break my heart.
Don't
you
say
do
it, because people might change their minds now.
Don't all of you do it.
Yeah.
Fuck you all.
Yeah, you're right at the end.
I think you think that I'm going to choose something that maybe I'm not.
That was the... Yeah, of course. Wait.
Oh, interesting.
Don't you do it.
I don't think I will.
Then do it.
I know you guys think that I'm going to choose Starfield.
Oh, I forgot again.
What do you think I was going to choose?
Breath of the
Shut
Breath
up!
of the what? Tears of the Kingdom.
Breath of my kingdom.
Breath of my kingdom.
forgot
Breath of
about
my
that
tears.
Yeah.
Don't.
No one thinks about that game.
My first pick is going to be Game of the Year for 2023.
Here we
hope so.
Fucking go.
Say it.
Oh, wow.
I'll rap again.
Ye of little faith. It's Baldur's Gate 3.
Ballers.
Okay.
100%.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah. I'm so
Bold word
confident. I'm
start.
so confident.
I love it.
We did go through a big list that we had of a lot of games that we knew were coming out this year or that are at least slated, and then we had a bunch of games which are rumored but don't technically have a release date. So putting one of them in the mix is risky.
Yep.
Is that confirmed at the moment, release date? That's roughly... Did you check? You didn't check? All right, moving on.
It's still saving.
Checking's for cowards.
There we go. You broke it.
Cool. Oh,
There
and
you
it's
go.
back.
There's a really high chance it could get delayed, but I feel...
It's already had a few delays.
Yeah.
No,
can't delay it again.
It's
You just had the early
not been
access.
delayed. It had early access, and
Right.
it had no release date for ages. But
Okay.
they've now given one, which I feel like
You're confident.
You can't change a release date. Once you say a release date,
no,
it can't change.
it's out there. But also, like, why would you if you've not given one for so long? Because you're like, it's ready when it's ready, and now they know it's ready, so it's ready.
What's out of a percentage? Because that's what these get. What's your guess?
Of what it's
You want
going
it
to
to be
get?
100, but what do you reckon realistically?
96.
96?
Yeah, okay. Yep.
I mean, we're not putting in guesses, but
yeah.
Cool.
Nice. I'll be taking spelling corrections in the chat, if that's okay. My one, I'm just going to pick the easy one for Will to start off with, which is Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's a AAA PlayStation thing.
Yep.
The others haven't done poorly. I personally am intrigued by how they're going to make a third one in the same place with the same mechanics, but
Yep.
I'm sure it's
Third
going to do
one?
well.
Second one?
It's a third if you count Miles
Miles
Morales.
and, and they did
as a
DLC, and like
league, yeah.
they've spent a long time.
And technically, there's been
lots of New York
4
Spider-Man games.
previous ones in New York.
Yeah.
More if you count some of the other adventure ones. So
So I'm intrigued, but I mean I have confidence that it'll do pretty well.
He's kind of stuck there, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean we've got the Spider-Verse, but I don't want them to put that in there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't really want that, but that's my first pick.
Cool.
It's got to be Tears of the Kingdom. I'm sorry, dude.
No. I can't believe I got that close. You're a monster.
It's got to
I
be
can't
Tears
believe-
of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I think we all hope it's an awesome game. But if you told me that it was going to be Breath of the Wild meets Nuts and Bolts, I would have said, you swine. Don't promise the world. But that's what they're promising.
Yeah.
And that would be perfection in my mind.
I genuinely think it's going to get a slightly less of a score than Breath of the Wild because that was the fresh version of it.
No.
I'm hoping it's
But
got
the
enough
second-
Majora's Mask
Yes.
in it.
Yeah. Majora's Mask, Twilight Kingdom,
Yeah.
Twilight Princess. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything from Crush Him, Peter, to Wow, Pete, that's cold.
He doesn't own Zelda?
Fair enough. All right, take that. Pluck my heart from my beating chest. I am going to go with Jedi Survivor. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I think
on
they're
my
only
list.
going to improve on that game. It was very good, but it had its little quirks. It's going to get better.
Yeah.
And so that's my pick for number 1, and I've lost only 2
Interesting.
out of there. I didn't have Baldur's Gate, so I'm going to have to pick my next one, which will be the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yep, that was up high
Had
on my
that
list
too.
too.
Yeah, it's good.
The game is already beloved by all.
Both of those were my 2 and 3.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fuck you then. That is a game that's beloved and every remake has done well, and every remake.
The Resident Evil 2 remake is like crazy love,
and so doing that with the game that people already love, I'm sure that's a sure thing.
Yeah.
Back to you, Pete.
I'm gonna follow my heart on this one and go for Starfield and hope it is all that we dream.
Surprised that wasn't picked sooner, but I
I
guess
don't think. It's a risky one. It's a risky one. And Bethesda games are so buggy that there's always a backlash to them, and people there is more of a backlash to the Bethesda engines now than ever before. Just people being like, oh, we pay full fare for a big game. It's like it's the biggest game you've ever seen though, every time.
Yep.
And that's all they need to give me, and I hope it's a 9. I'm hoping that's a 9.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Little Will.
Me? I think my next one's going to be, I think it's fairly newly announced, but it'll be this year, hopefully. The Tron Identity, Mike Ithel, kind of, I think it's mostly text adventure-y kind of game.
Okay.
But it's an IP and it's a developer that's pretty well loved, so...
Sure.
I don't know.
So wait, what is the game?
It's Tron Identity, so it's set in the Tron universe.
The Troniverse.
The Troniverse. And that's about all I know. Text adventure, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, right.
So, could be just one of those sleeper hits, citizen sleeper hits that might just, hey,
shut up. Hey now.
Okay.
That's
hey. It was an unintentional one, it's not my fault.
It's good.
Okay.
But he didn't work on Citizen.
He didn't. It was just
a random
sleeper. I said sleeper
collection
and
of
then,
words.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I've got a trophy.
What
do you got? For the same score.
Yeah. Got a beefy rig and a trophy. That's all he needs.
Rig and a trophy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Beefy
Good.
rig.
That's all you need.
Me?
Yeah.
Me.
BMAX says we should have a counter pick. I don't know what that is. When we counter pick someone else's, is that a steal or something?
Nah.
It's too late to
Sounds too
add this
complicated.
kind of stuff. But what's a counter pick? BMAC,
Yeah.
explain yourself.
Next BMAC recommends is
Yeah.
counter.
BMAC recommends.
I don't know what to choose. I feel like I'm gonna say Destiny 2 Lightfall because I feel like it's going to be one of the most significant updates to the game in a while. There's a lot of hype around it already, and I've already seen a lot of it in trailers and stuff, and so I feel like I'm confident in its quality.
Counter pick is to try and pick someone's lowest scoring game as a bonus. Thance, pick someone else to do badly. Yeah, right. So at the end of it, we can pick, everyone gets a counter pick. We could do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the end
If
of
we
it.
were
Okay, let's
Somebody
work
else's
it.
game which you think will suck and gets points for sucking.
If it's the lowest one out of theirs, you get a little bonus point.
Ooh, Amarco's dead.
Okay. Yeah, it would have been that.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the lowest on mine though? I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't. I think it was something else.
Something else. Yeah.
We'll check the archives.
Yeah.
Cool. Will?
No, I just went. Steph went.
But Steph goes again. Steph
Oh,
goes
yeah.
too.
Yeah, we're back at the
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
Then Will? Then
And
it goes
then-
all the way
yeah.
back to me? Jesus, so
Yeah,
long.
then Steph, then Will, then me, then you.
Oh. Don't do it. Don't take
You can't.
She's got no idea.
You're walking.
She's
Yeah,
got
I
no
know.
idea.
Is Final Fantasy gonna come out?
It's slated.
Yeah.
It's up there.
I reckon it will.
I'm gonna choose Final Fantasy 16.
Yep, good call.
I saw the Roman numerals and couldn't be bothered working them out. It's like, I don't know, it's fine.
Yeah, that one.
What was your reason for not choosing it?
Too many the Roman numerals.
I'm not Roman.
I'm not.
16.
It's just rude.
It says it there. 16.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Final
XVI.
XVI.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't get up to
It's
that
a
Star Wars
meaty
movie,
game and
so-
a series that people
I
love.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'll never know.
I
They got
think-
to 6.
I
They didn't
think,
get. Yeah, that's enough.
but I also like the because I've been playing a
Can
lot
have
of
an
14 online,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
so I've been with the sort of Final Fantasy community, and a lot of people really love the writing in a particular expansion, and that writer is working on this game as well. So, yeah.
Yep, awesome.
I'm gonna pick What's a Motorsport, which is them going back to just a single
I had
name.
that- I
no
had that as
numbers.
well.
Doesn't have a
Yeah,
date,
Revhead.
but it's got 23.
I think it was in their Xbox. We're doing it by the end of
Yeah,
next year.
yeah.
We're doing
was.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
they
doing
promised.
it.
Yeah.
They promised.
They promised.
It
When
looked-
Xbox
It looked in
alive.
pretty good shape.
Yeah, and also
How do you tell, but
the latest GT was a little shaky, so it might be their chance to be like,
You reckon
hey,
they're going to
we've
lean into
got
that and be
this.
like, muscle
Wish
it
I
out?
had
Yeah,
it's done.
yeah. So I liked it, but no. Whatever.
You like sitting in a cafe comparing cars with other car
Oh, Mark,
nuts?
is that your car? Oh, nice.
Is that your car,
Yeah.
Mark? Cool. Okay.
okay.
Peter again.
I'm gonna go for my first. This could all fall apart, and hopefully a reserve saves me. The Expanse, a Telltale story.
That's
Are
good.
you?
That's so risky.
Huh? Yeah, baby.
Is that
Google
real?
it.
I'm very excited about it.
He fucked up.
What'd you say?
Josh will remember that.
That's so risky because it's like Telltale do great stuff and great adaptations, but like there's a lot of fans of that series.
Tales of the Borderland 2 was the last thing they did. And then there's Wolf Among Us 2
And there could be a lot of people who are
Wolf
like,
Among Us 2 is slated as well.
Yeah.
doesn't do it justice or...
Yeah.
Okay.
The Expanse is brilliantly dense science fiction story. So I think they'll have so much to play with. Like all of the moral stuff that works so well in The Walking Dead and in Wolf Among Us is
not well in Batman.
And not so well in Batman. Like it's rich in The Expanse. And it's science fiction, so it's spaceships, and like I think it's gonna have the potential to be something really, really, really
You're like
special.
4 books deep into it?
I've read all 9, and now I'm reading the short stories.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's.
I
Brilliant.
think it's one of the best adapted, to TV. From
yeah, I want to start watching the TV show again because I didn't get into it when it first.
Is the TV show still being made?
It got canned and then it was revived, I
Yeah,
think.
right. Confusing.
Like it was like people really wanted it to to continue, so it got picked up by another
It got picked up
network.
by Amazon, and they made another 3. So it's 6 seasons, but yeah.
We'll save it for a new segment we might have in another episode
called The Expanse.
Peter Expands.
Peter Expands.
Okay. I think I'm going to throw my...
You get 2.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So the first one I'm going to choose is my slight curveball, because I'm not 100% sure it's coming out this year, but I reckon it's going to fucking charm the pants off everyone. The Plucky Squire.
Yep,
The Plucky Squire was that beautiful Aussie platformer with a little cartoon character off like a book or something that pops out of the book and runs around the bedroom. Kind of like Tinykin. And Tinykin was Game of the Year.
I was about to say, it sounds like Tinykin.
Does sound like Tinykin. It just... Yeah, but I don't know.
That's a curveball one, because I reckon that is a 9 or a 6.
Yes, potentially.
Yeah.
The other one
I've
I have
got
is...
a few of those on my list, and I'm...
Then, I'm gonna pick... I want to pick other ones, but I'm gonna pick Street Fighter 6.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good pick.
Which I think will be fine for me, but I think people are gonna froth over it. And people are gonna love doing sushi restaurant mini games and doing weird push-ups, proper push-ups.
I think it'll do really well.
I just remember that from the trailer.
Yeah. So it's shaking things up a little bit, which means new fans will like it and old fans will love it. I guess. I want to pick other ones, but sure, I'm gonna go with that.
Every time we do this, I like go through and I make a list.
Completely change
and
it.
and I highlight all the ones that I'm like definitely, and then I come back and I'm like, I don't understand how my mind can change in such a short space
I
of
kind
time.
of didn't want to pick Plucky Squire, but if one of you got it before me, I'd be devastated.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
So that's why that's in there. Spite.
All right. I'm going to throw in...
Yep.
There's a lot of good games already out there. I'm going to throw my hat in the UB ring and say Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Oh, fuck.
I had that on my list as well.
Forgot about that.
I really love the engine feel of the latest Assassin's Creed, but the size of them daunts me.
Yeah.
And for them to take their newer combat systems and put it into a more linear, focused game, I'm hopeful will be the best Assassin's Creed ever made.
They're describing it as a love letter to Assassin's Creed fans.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like it's harnessing all of that core stuff that everyone
And they've learned
loves
so
about
much
it.
stuff in the new games that they can pick and choose. They can cherry pick
Yeah.
all the bits that that make sense and put it back into that core gameplay.
Yeah,
So,
and taking it back to
being an
that
assassin.
original story is so cool.
The story being the most important part of it. Yeah.
It did have that wonderful moment when you were a Viking riding a bobcat with a flaming shield, going, "What game is this again?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, let's go back to that."
Yeah.
Good choice.
Is it me? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
My one is one that this might be my will it come out because it got pushed from last year into this year and it's still in limbo, which is Replaced, which is the kind of pixel depth of field
side scroll red light through
like
the forest.
noir, cyberpunky kind of one. That looks sick.
Yeah, so I'm very excited for that.
And you picked the Plucky Squire.
I want to play both.
yeah. But this one kind of I feel like is pretty hotly anticipated.
Fair enough.
Actually, was it in the Xbox thing as well?
I think it was. Came back.
Yeah. So it might be safe.
It should come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mine. Replaced.
That looked good.
We're back to Steph.
Yeah.
Steph, this will be your final 2 picks.
Yeah.
Before reserve.
Before your reserves,
Yeah. This one, I
Don't
think.
you do it.
I think this is my
time.
I think this is my rogue curveball pick,
Yeah.
and I feel like.
You got 2, so.
Yeah, I know, but like, am I gonna do it?
Yes.
Oh.
Trust your.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna choose Atomic Heart.
Okay.
Out in like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the first one up.
It looks really stylish. It looks really cool. It looks kind of Bioshocky.
Yeah.
It just has heaps of personality. It could, I like, it could be gameplay, you know, clunky, and that could let it down. But I don't know, man. It seems like it's doing something, at least from a genre perspective, that feels really distinct and interesting. And
it's been a long time coming. Like
yeah,
everyone's
yeah,
really
yeah.
ready for it.
A few people have like shouting it out in
I
chat
think
as
since
well.
2018 it went into development. So I don't know. I want to have something on there that isn't just like
the thing.
The thing.
Yeah.
One called Bishop says Atomic Heart, and I have to call out Coastal earlier, who when I talked about Street Fighter went, yeah, I am frothing. I want to fight everyone. And I was like, I'm hearing that in Coastal's voice, and I'm like, what?
Hang on a second.
Stop fighting.
So Coastal's
he
in my
says it
corner.
with a wink and a smile.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
This is my last normal pick.
Yep.
Again, I'm looking at my list. I'm like, which one do I actually want to... A game that, like, I think will do well. It's from Team Ninja, who did, like, Neo and stuff. It's the Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
Yeah.
Which I think is swords and guns, right? It's that one?
Yes, it's not the one that's...
Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there was some cool kill
It's a
animations.
Dark Souls
with, like,
Fallen Dynasty, yeah.
kind of looking vibe, but it's not...
Oh, I do have another pick.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you're not done yet.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
Steph,
Thank you.
Pick Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
no.
Go for it.
No.
Do it. Disrupt.
I'll write it in.
But Steph, what did she pick after Final Fantasy?
Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart, yeah.
And then
Which, chat is pointing. It could get like rammed from a political
'cause there's-
perspective.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Out of
Which
Russia.
Yeah. But it's again.
But then we were talking about earlier, Mick Gordon does
Mick
the
Gordon,
music,
yeah.
and had just recently posted like a big charitable donation to the Ukraine support because his music's in the game.
He
So-
donated his entire fee for writing the music.
I see a lot of
I
see a lot of like artists across various different artist mediums who are just like, you know, fuck this war and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's like it's a bit different from the Hogwarts Legacy situation where it's like you can't really hold Russian devs accountable for
Yeah, a
the stuff that the
country's-
government is
yeah.
doing, and so yeah, I feel like maybe it won't be subjected to the.
And as Chad points out, I didn't see who it was. Harlow, Open Critic is just critic
Yeah.
reviews, not. It can't get review bombed like Rotten Tomatoes.
That's true.
Yeah, but I guess there's an element of people going in with a predetermined
Oh, totally.
thing. But yeah, no, totally. Anyway, cool. Okay. Last choice.
He's the Doom composer, and he's the person I did my first field story edit on.
Yeah, because
but I
he
wasn't
did
in
the
it.
sound design for.
We interviewed him, and I cut it together for Good Game. It
was a racing game.
Need for Speed, the one where you go across the country as a wanted kid.
Underground 2? Nah.
From what I've read, it's less pro-Russia, more
Pete.
Not anti-Russia.
No.
Yeah, well, it's set in like a fictional 1950s.
Yes.
USSR kind of thing.
It just dabbles with all that kind of like communist. kind of
Again, like I think
dystopian
Bioshock is giving you like a weirdly like idealistic warped slant of
dystopic.
Things. Yeah.
Political ideals.
Stephanie, number 5.
Oh gosh,
This shouldn't be so hard.
People saying Redfall, I know, but Redfall, like I want that to be good, but I don't know that it'll be good.
Yeah.
And I feel like I haven't seen enough of it, and I'm concerned.
Service games are. You
never
know where it's
so,
going to land.
It's so
Yeah.
difficult. I
They're
feel
an
like I
8
need
Dolphin
a
Pan's still flying the flag for Dead Island 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's
quietly, just quietly.
Suicide Squad is on my list.
Yeah, actually, I'll pick that one.
I'll give you 5 more seconds.
Okay.
Or will? Oh no.
2.
Josh will play the
1.
Josh will play the Bond song.
It's Ben Dixon.
Suicide Squad. I'll choose Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Wow.
All right.
What happened?
That's it.
That was up on my list.
That
as
was our
well.
timer noise.
Awesome.
Suicide Squad.
Kill the Justice League.
Will, you were
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick Wolong Faunal's Dynasty, which does not have guns in it.
Say Will Long?
Will Long.
Will
That's
Long.
all right.
But then there's also the one that's based on the Monkey
Magic
one, which kind of I've seen footage of being a Dark Souls game, like a Dark Souls style game. But I forgot what that one's
I
called.
feel like there's a bit of fatigue over those kinds of games
It's
now.
getting
though,
there.
right?
It's almost, for someone who loves them, it's getting there.
I'm hoping that this one being a Neo, it's been a while,
Yep.
so it might get some good vibes.
Whatever Redfall's a choice. I know, but I'm also
Black
like,
Myth, thank you. That's the
so
one.
hard
Yeah,
with
nice.
Silver.
This is my
I live in indecision.
this is my final for before we get to reserves.
Yep.
I think I still got a lot of games here that I have a lot of hope in.
Yep.
Which makes me regret some of the ones on my list. I think I'm gonna throw in Octopath Traveler 2.
Yeah, good choice.
As my 5th pick.
Despite the fact that you never played the original, despite the fact that I gifted it to you for Christmas,
Despite all of that.
despite all of that, now he's
Am I
pro
spelled that?
Octopath.
Pro Octo. The mobile game was
damn it.
good.
Travelers or Traveler?
Traveler.
Traveler.
That's just,
Octopath Traveler.
Remember I played the mobile game with the opera murderer who killed people and went, delicious. Wild. Cool. Me?
Octopath is like very soon as well.
It is.
Yeah.
I get 2. I get 1 last pick and 1 reserve.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give you 5 more.
These are all kind of like bottom of the barrels, so I'm not sure like...
What? How are you a bottom of the
Your
barrel?
barrel
I've
is
got
very-
10s here
like-
still.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I want this to do well.
Yeah.
Thanks,
And I think it's a safe bet picking a sports game.
Mm.
EA Sports PGA Tour 2023. It is their return since 2K has been running the... Stop fucking laughing. Or coughing or dying. The EA haven't had the license.
Yeah.
It's been going with 2K, who've done their iterations. Then they took Tiger, and it's okay. It's pretty good. All right. And now EA are going back. Thank you.
What was that a reference to?
And I have real faith in... They all say okay in the song.
Okay.
I've been listening to it on loop. So that is my pick. Shut up.
Full Swing, the Drive to Survive version of the PGA Tour show is on Netflix now. Maybe driving a bit of excitement and energy towards golf.
I don't mean to be crude, but there is not a
PGA
golfer in the world worth putting on my television.
Whoa.
Wow.
What about
Prove me wrong.
What about the shark?
I'm going to watch it.
Prove me wrong. Except Greg Norman's massive cock.
Yes. Yeah.
Put that on a big monitor.
Moving on. My point is those games always do well, and people just iterate a little bit better, and all the golf nuts go, yeah, that was a really good version of it. So golf games are an 8 as standard.
Yeah,
so
cool.
I'm up from there.
That's a safe bet, yeah.
So my first of my reserves is Pikmin 4.
Nice.
End of the year or close to the end of the year.
Yeah.
But I reckon it's a safety. Greg Norman's way.
Yeah. Put it on the list.
Put it on the list. Pikmin 4. Okay.
That's a 9 out of 10.
Peter.
Yeah, I get to pick a reserve.
Yes.
I'm going to throw in Kerbal Space Program 2. I think it'll do well, and it'll be a good sub-in for anything that doesn't come out. Kerbal Space, and that's out in early access from next week, so it'll start getting scores.
As early access? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that lived
Yeah.
in early access,
Yeah.
didn't it? William.
Me.
Your first reserve?
My first reserve. I didn't put it on there. Minecraft Legends.
Oh yeah.
Which is like the action RPG Minecraft thing.
I was deciding between that or Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I think it'll do well.
Regret it.
Yeah, I'd like to look at that.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
play a lot of that,
It looks
actually.
really cool.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, solid pick. Stephanie.
Back up to Steph. You get
My
your 2
first
reserves.
reserve is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Yeah, cool. No, it's like legit.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks fucking sick.
Does it?
Yeah.
They've-
I don't know that you're allowed to talk about anything that you've seen.
Oh, you. So you. Oh.
Don't say anything else.
Cool.
What's it called? Avatar.
It's like a.
It's a full standalone game that they're doing.
Yes,
What's it called?
but,
Avatar.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
use my one.
But it's like Far Cry.
No, it's not. Shut up. No talking ever.
You could say that from the trailer.
Okay.
There's plenty of trailers that have been released.
There's a
and by
6-second
looking at
trailer.
it,
There's a
you
s-
can
oh,
be
there's
like,
a-
wow,
There's a first look.
Yeah, yeah. There's a little first look.
you can say it looks a lot like Far Cry.
It's all. The trailer is all. pre-rendered. There's no gameplay.
It's fine.
Oh no, there is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not Far Cry.
smattering, yeah.
It's like Far Cry, which you love. I
Yeah.
think you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks fucking sick.
Allegedly.
And
We
and I
sports
won't
great.
say anything else about it.
What's your next pick?
My
Your last
next
pick. Your last reserve.
pick is going to be.
Steph might be cheating, Middo, but I know for a fact that there are written previews about Atomic Heart, which are like, it's pretty average. And when you picked it, I'm like, oh, good pick. People are like, yeah, doesn't
might
hold up.
build.
I wasn't going to say it until it was locked in.
Whatever. I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, I'm a dick.
Because you had Atomic Heart last year.
Did I?
Yeah, and it didn't come out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Wait, we're watching the trailer for
Oh,
Avatar.
Pandora.
Looks like, look at
We
that.
can talk about
So
everything we
good.
see.
Look at that grass.
It's
and
leafy.
Yeah.
There's a little dude.
What the hell was that?
There you
There's a
go.
little dude in
There's
it.
a little dude. Oh, yeah, this is Far Cry Primal.
Yeah.
No interest in Avatar. I watched the new film and I was like, what am I watching?
It's a Ubisoft game. It's in the
And
Snowdrop
now
engine.
Now it's.
Snowdrop Engine is really awesome as well.
God, it looks
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Also, they made Far Cry, so I get it.
Yeah.
And Division.
I don't think I've
Look
seen
at
this.
that bioluminescence.
I never saw
Amazing.
that
So
initial-
luminant.
Oh,
So
yeah.
luminant, yeah.
Water, how is it?
They're drinking.
Far Cry Navi. Yeah.
We're lost in this. We're lost in this trailer. Look at that horsey.
What's the mineral
Oh,
they're
man, I
trying
wanna
to
play this.
farm this time?
Yeah. Oh, he did it.
Oh,
Was
how
that
did
a
it make
fart?
a... Oh, no, that was the speed of
Did we-
sound.
Oh, right. And you know about that.
Yeah, I know.
Are they
Yeah, that's
mining expositional or something, or some bullshit mineral?
Expositional. Amazing.
Josh gets it.
Yeah.
I guess I will put.
Yeah.
Okay, back
No,
to
right,
school.
we're back.
Enough
Yeah, yeah,
Avatar.
We're done with that, apparently.
I guess I'll put Redfall as my next.
Yeah.
reserve.
No.
Yeah, okay, good. Round it out.
Nice.
Good on you, round it out.
Round it out. It shows. You're out first.
No, no Starfield.
I put Starfield on my list.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Of
second
course,
pick.
one.
Of course
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Bethesda stan.
Yeah.
Wilbo.
Me, my last pick will be Dredge, which was the
Dredge.
Yeah. Which was the
You've
like
got
fishing simulatory, like fishing story
What?
game. It's top down with a little boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in. I think it was like Steam early or Steam demos last year, and people. Just
Oh fuck yeah! I saw the trailer for
frothed
this. It looks
over it.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it looks good.
But it's one of those ones where it might
Have
might
a
slip
great
this
vertical
year.
slice
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
and not really hold up as a game.
Looks procedural potential. Go out.
Possibly.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
He's all over it.
He's
He's
all
very
over it.
good.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the trailer was
Very
like, you
cute.
go out, you fish, you come back.
Oh, that is wholesome AF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like this, have you seen
Kill
the
the
trailer?
fish.
No.
What? It's so good. It's like you sell one fish, you make $1. Teach a man to fish, he'll sell it for $1.
What's the next part of
Teach
that?
a man to use that $1 to buy a better fishing rod to buy stinky fish. He get $5.
He got five.
What do you do with $5?
He teach that man to use $5.
With
He buys a
stinky fish?
marlin and sells it and ups the price and makes all that money. Oh, then he goes out
That's a
and he's
stinky
like,
fish.
oh, more money?
Yeah.
Teach me more.
That's a
But is it
shiny
making him
octopus.
any happier?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at
Look,
that
he's got
money.
a whole sack full of cash.
But then
now.
shit gets weird. I believe shit gets weird.
No upgrades to the ship yet.
Yeah. This is also.
I mean, that's already weird.
Very
Weird
Doesn't
much
like
shit.
fish.
Teach a man to buy electric.
This guy's like, are you pulling fish from the demon hell now?
He's like, you've gone too far. Have
and
all
they've
my
moved
money.
to a paper cash economy.
And all of that, he just puts a light on it, and
Yeah.
he goes out to some kind of like
keeps going.
Lovecraftian horror boat.
Incredible.
Looks cool. Looks really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's Dredge.
Yeah.
If it comes out, I think it might do alright. But yeah, being
Comes out 30th March.
there you go.
Alright. It's
About damn time.
Can we every time a release date is ever on screen?
Yeah, that wasn't the Dredge.
Thank you,
to be honest.
Perfect.
Oh fuck.
I don't know how
Good.
that
That's me. That's me.
I'm
done.
going to do an unconventional and put a game that may not come out this year in my reserves.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Or am I? I still got a list of games
that's
here that
batshit.
I like.
Yeah,
that.
it's huge.
There's still, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that I think will do well. Oh, god damn. I'm such an idiot for
I'm gonna
putting
give you 5
Starfield in
seconds.
there.
Yeah. I regret Suicide Squad, I think. I feel like it's bad.
I'm gonna put...
We're gonna
I'm gonna
pick.
I'm gonna try and take something away from Gus.
Oh.
Don't you
Those
do
eyes.
it. Don't you do it.
Mouth the letter of the game that you want to pick.
I'm going to spell it or just make the noise?
Mouth it.
Peppa
Gun.
Pig World Adventures.
Garden?
God.
Oh.
That was very. I was almost going to use that.
I'm gonna do Lies of P.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't. Oh, we would just discuss this. I was like, that doesn't have a release date.
Yeah.
You just
Question mark. I saw a few people mention it in the Peppa Pig is in the lineup.
That was on. It was in my phone.
That was. It was in my list. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. The
People
first
fucking
one
love Peppa Pig.
They do. That's
First one did
true.
really well.
Lies of Peppa Pig.
How is there no
Yeah.
Bluey game?
That's true.
Surely it's in development.
Must be.
Surely.
Yeah.
God, I play the shit out of a Bluey game.
I mean, yeah, Lies of Pi. P. It's just P.
It's P.
not
Yeah,
Pi.
Lies of P.
Yeah.
You're right, Life of Pi.
It's
You
Life
put
of Pi.
You put Pi there because you were thinking about Life
Leave
of
it.
Pi.
Leave it.
Oh, is it just the letter P?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Leave it.
I think I saw it in the list. Maybe the list misspelled it, but
Okay.
yeah. I did think about Life of Pi.
Pretty sure it's just a letter P.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me?
Me?
Me
too.
Um,
This is the last pick of the night.
Yeah. And then we'll do counter picks.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are counter picks? You have to explain it.
We're going to highlight, Gunbrella.
Oh yeah.
Ella.
Ella.
A.
A.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Gunbrella looks great. Look pretty. It's out, I think, first half of the year. I hope. I think I saw some people mention it. Harlow. Yep.
Pinocchio game.
It's Pinocchio.
There's like 9 Pinocchio games coming out, and there were 3 films last year.
Emblems is definitely not coming out.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll prove you wrong.
So, if we're going
I'll
to
call.
counter pick, the trick will be identifying who picked someone else's counter. So, Will, what you're going to do is...
Sorry, you need to explain counter picking
Yeah,
because I wasn't listening
You
when
get
it was
to
explained
pick
earlier.
one game from someone else's that
Yeah.
you think is going to go really bad. That's how I'm going to do it.
But then, okay, we need to establish how is it going to benefit the person? How many extra points do you get, or like what's
I
the
don't
benefit?
think this through.
Oh,
Chat, how
right.
does
So
it
you
work?
get a bonus point.
If that is their lowest scoring game.
Yeah.
Okay, you can.
Is that right, chat? Help me out here.
5 points.
You get 5
Yeah,
points.
I think you can add 5. I think you can add 5 points
to the like 100%.
Yeah.
It's 5 percentage points that go
Yeah,
into
5
that
percentage
running
points
total
across
that you get. That makes
the
sense.
5 games that have a score.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But this means that we could all pick one.
But that means we get 5 points potentially per person.
No. You only get. I'm gonna say you only get one. We don't get to count.
Oh, you get to
Multi-fish is getting
choose.
2.
You get to counterpick from one person's list.
I think that's otherwise it's getting too messy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
So-
So multi-fish makes one any point below 7 because how do we determine if a game's done poorly? I think if a game has scored less than 75.
Hang on. Isn't it? If you pick, if I
No,
pick
it's the lowest one
in
on
their
their
run.
list.
Oh, okay. You pick the
So
worst one in
I'm
their
gonna
run.
say,
Okay.
for example,
So
Peter.
you get to pick 3 counter picks.
No.
One for
just
each
take
of
one.
us.
Just
No, just
otherwise it's gonna get.
You get to
Okay.
choose one
Yeah.
person.
There's not 15 points potentially in play.
No.
No.
Okay.
You
So-
get to pick one person,
We're all picking Atomic Heart by Steph.
and you get to choose the game on their list that you think will do the worst.
Yeah.
And if it does the worst on their list, then you get 5 points added to your thing. If
Okay.
it doesn't,
Can't
you
pick
get
yourself.
if it doesn't, you get nothing.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna start because I just went. So it's...
But you get double. You technically.
Oh, that's
in
true.
The,
It's
in
my
the
turn.
rhythm
I
of
will
it,
start.
Yeah.
Me. So I'm gonna pick Atomic Heart for Steph.
Column.
Damn
I'm
it!
just gonna do a little.
So why don't if there's a way to do
I
a
thought
little
it
like
looked really good.
out of all of those.
But it might be your worst one. It doesn't mean it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's
It
your
might
worst
get
score.
81 and everything's above that or something
Yeah.
like that. So that's my counter pick. And
You need to establish what happens if it doesn't release.
Which one? Sorry, I was.
oh, you lose it.
You don't get the points.
Yeah, okay.
Atomic Heart for
Atomic
Steph.
Heart. Yeah, cool.
So if you're like, I don't know, make it a different color.
No.
Can
Oh.
you make?
something.
I did that.
Can you pick the same pick as someone else?
No.
Okay.
Why?
No double picks.
But we
yeah.
did. In theory, everyone
again.
can pick from
Yeah.
you, from your list, which is just really
There it is.
discouraging.
Yes,
There's a-
right, but you can't
Yeah.
choose the same game
No.
as someone else.
So Peter could be like, I reckon Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be terrible. Or like Suicide Squad and do that. And then Will could pick from you too and it'd just be really mean. But you don't lose anything.
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
The thing I'm going to pick is pretty clearly the worst game on the list, and it's PGA Tour 23.
Oh, you.
That
will
you
be-
know, that's a 4.
I will be laughing from the clubhouse when you see that that's
yeah,
my
with
highest scoring
your
game.
fridge cooled Mars bar and your can of
That's
cola.
$8.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Yep, still $8. Okay,
$8,
great.
but you get a free tea with it.
I
They
will.
let you in.
Yeah.
Doing this on a keyboard's fun. I'll put something on there in a second. I think I'm gonna tackle Suicide Squad.
Yep.
I think that would be my one.
If Will's not confident, then that makes me very worried.
I'm confident that I was going to pick that for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon it'll be good.
And we're not picking. Yeah,
it's Remedy, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, Rocksteady.
It's Rocksteady.
Yeah, it's the good one.
It's
like
the
of
team.
of the two. Yeah,
That's true.
So.
Okay, so Pete's got my golf.
Yeah.
Will, you've got Suicide Squad. So Steph, you get to pick.
You're gonna pick.
I'm going to choose from Peter's list Telltale's Expanse.
Okay.
Ooh.
I hate you for doing it. But
I would have gone with Starfield.
Yeah, Starfield is iffy, but it's going to be amazing.
Nah,
they're tens all across the board.
I think it's going to be solid. I think Telltale could also the Telltale's Expanse could be amazing as well, but it's like
it's not received well.
Yeah, and there's just an element of of people loving that story and it not delivering on what the fans want.
Okay.
The man himself.
It might happen. But
One game that didn't make the list that's actually coming out this year that's been in the previous 2 years.
Yep.
Hey,
I've got Some of the Forest here.
Some of the Forest?
Some of the Forest didn't make the cut the year it comes out.
It looks amazing.
It looks great. I don't know why none of us picked it.
Yeah, I don't think it will be that great. I think it looks great and it'll be fun to play, but I don't know that it will score
review as
particularly well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a few that I didn't pick.
Yep.
My list is still pretty deep. There's Diablo 4.
I had that as well.
Warhammer Space Marine 2. Hades 2 is coming into early access.
Oh.
It's coming into early access though.
That
It might
doesn't
not come
really-
out.
yeah.
So people might not score it.
No one picked Dead Island 2.
Alan Wake 2, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. The Horizon Call of the Mountain VR thing is probably going to review well because Sony.
Yep.
And The Wolf Among Us 2. A lot of twos.
Skate Story. Looks
Skate
sick.
Story.
I reckon that'll
That's
do really
good.
well, but didn't have.
There was one called Cocoon, which is like from the Limbo and inside, like that. It's one
Oh,
of
yeah,
those
yeah,
type of games,
Yep.
so it'll probably be good.
You've gone obscure.
I like my indies.
That's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate not going.
The only one on my list, I had Diablo 4 as well, but I'm concerned. I just feel like they fucked up the last time with their payment model and stuff and just screwed a lot of people
they're
over.
consistently destroying like Warcraft 3 Remastered should have been the best thing ever.
There's not a lot of trust there.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that. And the only other one that I had on my list that wasn't picked was Peppa Pig World Adventures.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, Peppa.
Amazing.
Good. All right. We're locked in. That's it.
It's a good list.
It's a good list.
Nice one. That
Play
was,
it out with the cards.
That was Pocket League.
Let's Pocket
Let's
League.
go.
Let's go it.
Let's go.
Everyone get your pen.
Oh, did we put the credits in?
I'm gonna fucking
Did
win
we update the
this.
credits?
Sure.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We totally did.
I'm gonna blow
We
you all
updated
out of the
those.
water.
Go
I
for it.
feel like it's just gonna happen. I just feel like it's gonna happen. Nice one. Who's reading the credits?
I'm gonna read the credits.
It's
Will's gonna-
William.
yeah.
So,
We've read-
Have you ever read the credit?
Have you ever read the credits?
Have you ever read the credits before?
I'm not
Read the
doing,
credits.
I don't want to continue this because
Do
I
the
don't
whole
want to do the
thing in
thing
a
in this
baby voice.
voice.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
end the bit now.
you
so
have-
it doesn't just keep.
No, you have to.
I don't
no,
know. I
I feel
think
like
it'd
I
be
want you
adorable.
to. I feel like you have to read
Chat
the credits
wants
now.
credits
and
done in
every
baby
R,
voice?
Every R is a W.
Who wants a baby
It doesn't have to be a baby
It
voice.
doesn't
Just
have to be
every
baby
hour is a
voice.
W.
Every R is a W.
Do it.
Do
baby
it.
credits.
Do it.
And I'll do my looking at a dog face.
Yes.
Nice.
Credits, please.
Yeah, it's time to thank all of our patrons. So is it all of it? Yeah.
You're up.
The mods. We've got Gat, Syntax, Ewa, Kit Carnage. There's a lot of ours there. Liz Dahlia, Sifcat, Phoenix O'Lion, Disturbed 778, Jax, Caboose, What the Shulk, Gus's Beard, Wangler.
Oh, sorry. We have also got Syntax and we've got Lord Shad and we've got Snail XD as well. Welcome
You're burning
to the
for
mod
time.
team. Welcome to the
No,
mod
that's
team.
right.
Welcome to the mods.
Dump Days. We've got the Apariest.
Apiarist.
Baker.
And Baker, Honey Bun Bun, Bot Lubricator, We Are Wobots, Foot Sewa, Moth Captain, Costume Department, Owanishi, sorry. Remover of Foot from Gus's Mouth, Babbling Boffin, Milliner for Will's Williner, that sounds more dirty than it should be, Snail XD, Back Pocket Legal Team, Bui, Head Technician, Kane Lavos, Scotty Gwimmer, Glowing Might, Naming of Department, that's a hidden R, Oz Naminator, Best Boy, Evil Way, Worst Boy, EvilSpyBoy, Boxy Boy, Boxy, Scardy Feedwards, Super Studios, just fall apart, Scardy Weeders, Slowpunk, Scardy Wanglers, that one's broken, isn't it? Zeke, Scardy Funangler, Bite Was, Worm Wangler, I don't have to do anything there, Toxy Chorg, Peters, Cable Guy, Wolsey, designer of Worlds, A. Timothy, Steph's Tension, Weber, Daisy, 86, Community Hot Boy, Knife with Hooks, tried something, and he's Hot Boy Coastal City, Wamuba of Sugar from Coke, Kayla Kool-Aid, Wamuba of Sassless, Executive Show Canceller, Wowage, Houseman, Muso for Hire, MiddleCee, and then Dinosaur Supervisor, Phil Tippett, might be Phil, Bird Supervisor, Lucky Cat, Pocket Business Partner, Pickle Bean Cussy.
Hey, well done.
I hit some of the letters in the last one.
Confusing.
Very good. Very good.
Excellent.
That was worth it.
That was awesome. Well
First
done.
show back. First show
First show
done.
back.
Nice. High five.
That was heaps fun.
High five
Good
all
job.
round.
High fives for doing it. Bringing it in.
Yeah.
There
Good
it is.
job.
There it is. Delightful.
Nice.
Disappointed in chat for not mentioning that they were on
Oh
the
no!
whole
Somebody
time
did.
as well.
Somebody did.
Okay,
Somebody,
good.
somebody was like, "Holy shit!
Yeah.
Chat on the CRT."
Yeah,
We found ourselves
CRT.
with a new CRT monitor, and we're like, "Fuck yeah, we're getting."
We got to put something on it.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
good, good,
Yeah.
good,
Damn
good.
good. And you guys are good for watching. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in for our first episode back for 2023. Things are different, things are changing, things are fun, and we're really glad to have you guys with us. And thank you, of course, as we said, to everyone who's supporting the show on Patreon. That is how we support the show and support the staff in here making this show. Josh over pressing the ones and twos, even Josh's brother in the background there. Sure. I mean, he's living with Josh at the moment, so technically we're feeding him as well.
That's true.
So
That's true. That's
thank
true.
you. If you're not supporting the show, we do hope that you guys can spread the word of Backpocket to your friends, family members, all that kind of stuff. If you can, jump onto the Patreon as well. Head to backpocket.gg. There's a link to our Patreon and everything else that we do. There's the Redbubble. There's all our socials there. We're putting more socials up this year than ever. We're even shooting weird, stupid stuff to put up there as well.
Sure.
Will
Right.
be me, Corridor Digital Style, hopefully going up next week. All that kind of fun stuff as well. We're back doing this every Thursday, and we're going to hopefully fit in more streams. We'll keep you guys updated in the Discord as well, so you guys can go and check that out. But otherwise, yeah, thanks for sticking around, and I hope you had a good holiday, and thanks for waiting for us to come back.
Ammo Glitter asks, is post-show still a thing? And yes, it is. We will be doing a post-show tonight, so if you are subscribed to the which tier?
Good question. If
The
you're
you get to the end of the post show just by being at the Pocketeer tier.
The Pocketeer
base
tier.
level.
So yeah,
If you are subscribed to the Pocketeer tier
$10
on
tier.
Patreon, then you get access to the post show. That link goes out in the Discord.
Yep.
And you can access it because we put it on YouTube so that it's super secret and private.
The
And
post
we
show
shout
is
them out.
sponsored by Loki Cat. And
Nice.
because we're doing something fun.
Oh, we like to have fun
We like
here.
to have fun.
We like to have fun.
With our
Hey,
sponsors.
yeah.
That was
And
fun.
so Loki Cat, you'll see Loki Cat in the end card tonight. But Loki Cat is a lover of scotch and cockatiels. So each week, as we describe him, we're going to be taking some wanky tasting notes.
Nice.
To define the Loki Cat. Loki Cat is a bold and assertive person with a strong and smoky personality.
Ooh.
They can be quite intense at times and have a deep and complex character that lingers long after they've left.
What?
Wow. Is that a good
Like they
Leave us
fart and
alone.
leave the room.
thing or a bad thing? Yet to be determined. I like that one. I like that. Very good idea.
Yeah.
So thank you to Loki Cat and everyone else who sponsored segments again tonight. We'll roll into the post show. We got a whole bunch of stories and usual shenanigans. I had something I was going to talk about. You pointed at me. I've forgotten. Oh, the cup. How I insulted the makers of trophies. In classic Gus stylings.
Good taste. All right.
Yeah. Head to the
Stick
pro
around
show
for
after
the
that.
post show for that.
But until next time, we're going to back it out. Thank you so much, guys. We'll catch
Thank
you all
you
next
so
week.
much. Thanks for your support.
Thanks, everyone.
See you later.
See you later.